Hi guys and welcome to the FSL Female Esports League Valorant Open Season 4 Grand Final Series. It's taken the whole weekend to get here, but here we are. We started with 32 teams in the group stages yesterday, and now only the top two, Celeste and Seven Sins, remain in what is the exact same finals matchup from both FSL Seasons 2 and Season 3. Guys, if you're just tuning in to catch the finals games, I'm Jenny originally, and joining me on the casting desk is Gian Illustrato Franco. Gian, how hype are we for these games?
Super hype because of the fact that they've just been super close. This entire time we've been waiting for this. I mean, from the very
Mhm.
start, we've pegged Celeste and Seven Sins as the favorites to win this entire thing, and they're about to go head to head. But of course, before we talk about the teams any further, big thank you to all of our sponsors who have made this event happen. You got Dreamcore, Yahoo, Super Solid, Intel. Thank you so much. And of course, check out Intel's new stuff. 10th gen processors have been absolutely lit. I know I desperately want one so I can up my streaming game, but of course, that's just the way the cookie crumbles in the meantime. Maybe Intel will hook us up. Yeah, but anyway,
Hook us up.
hook us up. But you know who will hook us up with a great game? These two teams. Let's go straight into the game itself and find out whether it's going to be Celeste or Seven Sins to take this first game. And we're finding ourselves here in Bind.
Yep, it's gonna be Bind for the first map. Map 2 will be played on Ascent. Map 3, if it does go to all three games in the series, will be played on Split. Of course, we did have just the coin toss just 10 minutes ago. There's that early Replicon ball going to actually catch out 5 people right here outside B long. There's the Cloudburst going to come out from Inmiri to just block off their vision going into the site. Already we see the fast rotation around from both Rays. Just the Rays actually, so it is going to be a 5v3 over here on the B site. Cypher and Omen sticking to stick right onto A for now. There's that teleporter play. Muffin, the only person that they've left over on site B, and this is what I like to see: sneaky teleporter plays to start off in the grand finals game number 1.
Oh, and Muffin actually gets Inari from the back right there. Rotation was good. The lurk play was absolutely phenomenal. And look at the HP. Everybody dropping down super low. Red HP on 3 members right now. Oreophilia here is also really damn low. Gets that pick off onto Oriel rather. 3 kills for Oreophilia right now. The fuse now coming in, and Iceberg makes things quite interesting. In the first round will inevitably go right now towards the way of Celeste. What a strong opening from them, despite the fact that they got someone caught off in rotation.
Yeah, I like the fact that Celeste had a lot of discipline. You know, it's kind of one of those classic round 1 pistol plays that you see, which is you have someone, usually it's going to be the Rays dropping the paint shells because it's a free ability. You don't need to pay 200 credits for at the start of that round, but it's very flashy, makes a lot of noise. You throw it down from B-long, and then the rest of your team rushes through the teleporter down to A. So it was very sneaky, a very good try right there. It didn't work out, but I mean, it's exciting to watch.
And we've seen this time and time again that they leave this raise for the lurk play, which is something that I'm. Oh, before I get to that, Inari, nice push over there, getting a lot of information. Will be dashing out because things are getting a little bit hairy. Looking to set up this crossfire here, but they actually catch 1. Iceberg gets 2. Looking for the 3rd. Muffin's going to get that instead, though, and it's going to be another kill. Muffin drops Inari. And suddenly, this is looking quite interesting. They've made it into a 3v2 here, and there is actually a chance for the team of Celeste to actually lose this one. Ayumi pushing from the back. Will she get caught off? No, Tarathiel finishes off, and it's going to be a nice retake situation, but it's a good eco round as well for the side of Seven Sins.
Yeah, really nicely done. I mean, a lot of the times we do see that round 1 going into the second round win. So this time around, now that we're at round 3, both sides should be able to go for the full buy. It's the first really full buy round that we're going to see from both of them. So things might be a bit different, but also, you know, you're starting 0 and 2 on Bind. It's not really that big of a deal. Kind of are expecting it. We've seen Bind time and again. this weekend. So yeah, you do want to have that couple round cushioning lead before you go into the swap. This time around, looks like they're switching things up. Going to go for the split push through showers as well as a main. They do have a Cypher just watching Link with his camera as well as his wire. So it is a 2-2 right here. Omen Smoke has gone down to block off the entrance onto the site, and there it is just worn off. Here we've got the Owl drone coming through showers. It's gonna, I don't think it managed to tag Cypher over on the right side, but regardless, they do have vision down there, so they do know he's hiding in that corner. Will be a bit hard for them to cross.
Now, Paranoia will slow down that push, but not for long here. Blind shots coming from Aurel, and it's going to be Muffin to open up the site. It's the poison of choice right now for the side of Celeste, but Ayumi gets that kill onto Kahebi. Nice play to get that opening, though, but it's a 4v4 retake situation. The shock dart is good. Ayumi goes down here, and that's going to be now a 3v4. Pushing in closer, Aurel has good position, does find herself in a nice spot here in Lamps. Will she get the first contact? It's Muffin to open it up, and Aurel cleans up that kill.
Girl.
Nicely done, and beautiful crosshair placement down. Showing that there is a lot of potential still left here is Eisenberg. Eisenberg does get a lot of damage here. Shock Dart will tag her very, very low. Now looking to finish off this kill, but we'll just be dancing around this try box here, making sure that she can't get any more than this. And it's another round here. First round on the board here. We're going to be 4-7 cents, but definitely going to make it expensive right now. And it's a well-played round. 7 cents getting the first round on the board, but Celeste, they do make it expensive.
Yeah, they definitely do. Just a lot of really good shooting all across the board throughout that round. Aurel, I mean, we've talked about it time and again. Her crosshair placement, bang on point for those headshots. Iceberg as well. No slouch.
Yep, no slouch at all.
Yeah, one interesting thing to know. So both sides are playing the Cypher as well as Sova, which is kind of pretty standard that you see on Bind. I kind of do like to see Killjoy being played on this map as well. However, I don't really think we've seen a Killjoy from either Celeste or Seven, since I don't think any of the pros really do favor playing Killjoy just yet. It's a fast kill already outside of showers.
So Rathiel opens things up, and that's going to be the shower presence very much mitigated here. Will force a full hit from A through the fields of mid, but we'll be forcing them back even more because Muffin gets dropped down to 9 HP. And obviously, there's no way for a Raze to heal this, and if you don't have a Sage, she's going to have to deal with that 9 HP. Fortunately, she has ultimate, so maybe Showstopper will be able to find something. So it will be a rotation onto the B side in the end.
Yeah, they're gonna go through Link right now. There's the spike being retrieved through the hookah.
Oh.
Fire in the hole gonna be popped out. She looks like she doesn't really have much of a choice. She's probably gonna blind shoot it through CT right there, as she does.
Spike planted.
Spike does get planted. Now it's just all about the retake. If they can make this one happen, they do have the man advantage. It is 5v4. There's the recon ball that should come out before they go onto the side. Usually that's... Oh, ooh. Nice headshot. Catches Muffin over in the back with just that 9 HP that we were talking about. Just easy pickings for Inari.
Take flight.
This crossfire going to be set up now. 2 in B, long rather, but through the smoke, Yoki finds that, kills Iceberg as well. But it's 1v1 now as Iceberg finds that time ticking away right here. Nice recon dart to actually get that information from Yoki, and it's going to bring us to a 2-2. It's a good round all throughout for both sides. But in the end, the clutch, the Sovas, it will be Yoki who actually prevails.
Yeah, this is just what we like to see. Close, dead even games coming into the grand finals. I mean, I think throughout the weekend, especially group stages in particular, we did see a lot of, 13-0s, 13-1s, a couple of fast games here and there. But now that we're back to our last grand final matchup. I mean, at this point, I think it's safe to say that Celeste and Seven Sins, they're rival teams, right? They're pretty much playing a best of 3 in terms of grand finals. This is their 3rd time in the grand finals with this matchup.
Oh, that is a spicy headshot right there from Inari. Long range with that dagger, with the kunai. Now that's going to allow them entrance into the B site, though. Has some information to go off of. Iceberg, what you got on our hands, because Inari will be holding that Misses the first, misses the second dagger, and that's going to be the teleport play coming into A now. Can they hold this off? And Aerie still has maybe 3 more daggers to play with here, so could still be lethal if she can hit those shots right now. Mochi X will be looking to get that plant here inside the Cypher trap. And oh my god, Oreophilia with a play brilliantly denies the spike plant and will delay the plant even further. Now, Inari does go down, so that's going to be the Blade Storm out of the picture here. Kohebi in a collision course with Ayumi does prevail in the end, and it's now a 1v2. Do not forget that with the Spectre, Tarathiel still can prove to be very lethal. Has quite a bit of an angle onto the spike, however. So it's still definitely not an alien perspective. Oh, I love this push onto heaven. It's a great push, but Yoki was already way too aware for it. And,
So close.
and that recon dart was just spotting her out.
Oh, but that satchel play up into the heaven part, so she didn't actually need to run through into CT from the side. What a play. I'm just really sad that that didn't work out, but just the mechanics, just the satchel placement as well. So the satchel on entry from showers at the start is just because she had clear line of sight to the spike, but that also means that generally if you're defending from the defuse, you also have a good line of sight onto the spike. So you kind of satchel up so that it makes it harder for the enemies to track your hit as you're in the air is generally why you want to do that. And then also the follow-up satchel up to heaven. What a nice play.
Yeah. That's not easy to do. I mean, I've played like 2 Raze games in my life. I don't like playing Raze, but whenever I do, I miss my satchel charge.
Trust me, I played like 200 games of Raze probably, and I still can't make that happen.
It's the science that requires a lot of practice.
Yeah, I was really close to that hit shot actually. I thought you would land that. So she's gonna use the recon dart through the cloud of smoke right here. Do you have the sound cue so they know that Mojix tried to plant that and they just shot straight through the Cypher cage to get that kill. Really nicely done from Inari.
Yeah, and that delays this spike plant by quite a lot. That's a big deal to actually deny that. That should have been post-plant position already. Only now is the spike going to be planted, and Kohebi swinging out, getting only 1. That could have been an opportunity for 2 right there. Oh, Rails cleaning things up from the back, getting 2 quick kills and turning things rather in her favor. Inari has to come up huge, brings it to a 1v1, knows where the last one is though. The shock darts are available, but it's not going to matter. And Aerie pulls it out with a 3K. An amazing play for the retake right here, bringing her team back. And it's going to be a tie game right now. Celeste ties up this even scoreline.
Yeah, what a clutch play from Inari right at the end. Also, I mean, in the earlier rounds, just hitting those shots. One thing that I want to point out is that I'm pretty sure all 10 of these girls are at least immortal. In the game, some of them are Radiant. I mean, this is pretty much the most stacked lobby that we've ever had, that we ever do see in the FSL female esports league, Valorant Open. All of these girls, I mean, it's just what a high level of gameplay. Oh, there's the Sakura Vandal, my favorite gun.
It is quite pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's most girls' favorite gun skin.
I like it too.
When that line was dropped, everyone was like, "Oh my god!" Like
it's super kawaii.
I used to favor the Phantom, and then the skin came out, and I'm like, you know what, Vandal all the way, baby.
Ooh, look at that double kill right there from Tarathiel. What a beautiful set of trade kills right there. They get the first one, baiting her teammate out, and the third from long range. Amazing accuracy from that distance. Tarathiel doesn't have to work so hard, and Oreophilia will make it into a 1v4. Difficult stuff to deal with. Mochi X, just the lone Cypher on all on her lonesome. Has ulti, but what's that gonna do up against everybody else on the side of Celeste? It's gonna be a tough ask at all. I mean, to even get the spike down is gonna be tough, but she might be able to do it because B is completely open here.
Yeah, I'm rooting for my homegirl from Singapore, Mochi X. I remember I had sometimes we chat on client. We don't queue together because, you know, the rank difference is way too much. But I remember when Mochi X, she joined the team after they had already played 1 season of FSL. So she was considered the new player in the previous season. And I remember I was just talking to her about, like, you know, what's it would like joining this team. And she was like, it just feels so good because the rest of her team are just so reliable. She just feels as if, like, when they're in those clutch situations, her team's definitely finally
10
got her
seconds
back.
left.
So right now, I mean, it's down to Motrix. She's alone. If she does get this plant in, it's going to be an extra 300 credits. It's only now that the rotate is going to come out. It's going to be hard for her to try and defend post plant. Does manage to pick up Iceberg, however, to make it a 1v3. Omen and Raze both have their ultimates, although Omen ult isn't going to be the most useful right here. Yep, Motrix does pick up another one to make it a double, but does get taken down by Tarathiel. But I mean, really good effort. She does take down 2 members from the opposing side, which means that they're going to have to rebuy another 2 guns going into the next round, plus the 300 from the spike map.
And the other one that they lost at the start of the round too. So that's 3 kills. That's expensive. And looking at the money, dude, like, I mean, it's not all there. They could go broke if they lose this next couple rounds here. Very dangerous territory. I do want to point out Tarathiel, 4 kills on her for that previous round. That was definitely not an easy thing to do. Very, very sexy play. Very sexy set of headshots. You just saw them, 2 in bathrooms and the 3rd from long range, and then to close out the round.
Yeah, she didn't even have to use her ultimate either. She got her ultimate charge because she got so many kills that round.
Yeah, indeed. And that's, I think, the 2nd time she'll be able to use it already, if I'm not mistaken. But a little bit of a slow default.
Over into hookah. Yep, not gonna find anyone right here. However, so she's gonna lay those smokes down, likely over at CT to block out the Sova that's waiting there. And Yoki right now going for the spike retrieval over at Link. It looks like they are gonna hard commit to site B right now, 3 and 2. You can see the spike being brought all the way down to long. There is Jet hiding for Albo, and Iceberg as well does get knocked. Has to rotate outside of the nades, so she doesn't get hit.
You know, this is a very, very dangerous play for 2 very specific reasons.
Yeah, they didn't clear sight.
Yeah, they didn't. Well, they didn't clear sight, but also check this out. Brim has ulti, and so does Sova. If they just go as far as humanly possible away, they can actually just use their ultis to, you know, stop any diffuser. But they both go down, and the hold on. Mochi X, though. That information play pushing out of the smoke and actually gets the diffuser. But Oreophilia denies that. And what an amazing eco round. That was almost an eco win for the side of Seven Sins.
Yeah, that's absolutely nuts. Oreophilia, I think the new girl on this squad, just clutching that one out at the end. But I mean, I just like what we're seeing between both of these teams. Very measured start. It was still 5v5 when they went for the plan, but just the second that both teams decide to turn it on is just all systems go from that point. It's just very nice to watch.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think they could have won that round, really. If you ask me, if Sova played further back, if Brimstone played further back, that could have been a round for them, I think.
Yeah,
they
are
still
going to
had
keep their
SS.
ult combi going into this round, so all is not lost. They could still try and utilize it this time. Oh, there's the Hunter's Fury coming out. Oh, going to tag the Raze, but not quite enough.
And they're going to use those ultis towards the lamps area. Not going to catch anyone. Might have difficulty planting here because the utility's burning away. It needs to be planted as soon as humanly possible. They're not going to do it. Oreophilia gets Machi X. Gets 2 as well. A wallbang to Muffin.
Oh,
and that's Yoki trading that to, and very, very low HP as well. Aurel will get another one in the background. And oh my god, Iceberg will find a follow-up right there. Gets traded out, and Ayumi hiding here in the smoke. It's all the teleports coming in.
TP play.
Ayumi's scared. Ayumi doesn't want to go through it, but that could have been... If Ayumi went through that teleporter, my god, she could have caught 3.
Yeah, I mean, well, Aurel's gonna get the plant down onto site B this time, so they've definitely got the position advantage right here. Only now the Raze and Cypher just showing up from the CT side. Not sure what... Oh, Tarathiel is gonna get taken down by Ko-Hybe right there. As you were talking about, just the fact that Seven Sins had the faster rotation, they're able to get in positions faster to defend post plan. Ayumi right now just trying to look down long, as well as Albo is gonna get one, but gets taken out by Ko-Hybe. So it's gonna be another round over to Seven Sins.
That was close.
Such a close game.
Indeed, and that could have went her way. If she gets that kill onto Ko-Hybe, that would have been a 1v1. That would have that would have been a very, very possible round very Herculean attempt coming up right here from both of these squads. Look at the current situation. Terrathiel 10-6 right now. They don't have a lot of money either. And like I said, it all it takes is a couple rounds, couple expensive rounds, and suddenly Celeste is on the back foot. They don't have any economy left in the tank here. They have to make a little bit of an awkward buy. And Ari will be using that Blade Storm, followed behind that oh, just doesn't hit the headshot. Behind the owl drone right there. Still has a couple of shots to go.
Oh, that was nice.
My god, that was nice indeed. Gets out just in the nick of time with 5 HP left standing and refreshes that Blade Storm is what's important.
Yeah, absolutely crucial. I think she got it on the 5th knife, so she's gonna be able to reproc that one. Also, I mean, we talk about mixed buy. I think they only got 2 rifles into this one, along with I think 2 specters as well as a pistol. But I mean, you've got a jet on your team and you've got the ultimate. If you're counting on being able to get those refresh on if it kills, that does add up.
Oh wow, Terrathiel, nice,
nice
paint shell there, right there. But exactly as you said, Kohibi finding a nice headshot. Yoki lingering here in bathrooms, keeping things interesting. Iceberg looking for a trade. Will tag Kohibi with a headshot, but that's just not. That's just why the Phantom kind of sucks, you know.
Out of charges.
Just saying.
Wait, what?
You get the headshot, but she's not dead.
Wait a minute. I was like just sitting here, just like nodding my head, being like, yes, I agree. Wait, what? The Phantom kind of what now? Show some respect, Illustrato.
No, I refuse.
Dang
that
it.
should have been that would have been a kill if that were a Vandal. I'm just saying. That could have been their route.
That's true. Hashtag Team Vandal.
Indeed.
Like, chat, if you guys are watching this, tell us, are you Team Phantom or are you Team Vandal? Because as we all know, Strato's definitely hashtag Team Vandal all the way. The hit shots just was so satisfying.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, if you're talking damage drop off or faster spray, definitely a lot of tweaks in the recent patches to both those guns to make them feel a bit more dissimilar. Iceberg right now can't actually make that happen though, really tricky. But I mean, you know, 1 versus 2 with that pistol was always going to be an unlikely thing. Kohibi gonna make the teleporter run right here in through hookah onto B side. There's the plan going down from Aurel, not Aurel, from the Cypher. Or I feel like it's taken out outside hookah entrance. So it's gonna be 1v5. Yumi in a bit of a rough spot. She's actually very likely going to get pincered very soon from 2 sides. So she knows this. She's kind of like, well, you know, rock, hard place. What do I do? Looks like she's going on the hunt. Might catch out Brimstone in the back here. As you can see on the map, he might actually back straight into her crosshair. Yumi doesn't know that she was there, however, so she is gonna... Oh, that was so close. Gets taken out by Aurel at the end, which is the signal for the rest of our team to just, you know, back off before the bomb goes down. So they're gonna make it a 6 versus 5.
Literally as close as it gets, guys. We might even see an overtime here. This is just a brawl, a back and forth. It's a slobber knocker between the both of these teams, right? Yonki and Terrathiel going head to head. Kohibi having a great game as well. Muffin having a couple of glimmers of a fantastic performance, but just not finding the consistency that she has had in the previous games, though. And what I'm starting to like, Terrathiel, this play, this push into bathrooms, it's really, really such a good idea. And look at how they're playing it. They're baiting. They're playing 2 people. And once they see the owl drone, they actually leave 1 off. And they're going to still do 2. So the owl drone only sees 1. But in fact, there's going to be 2 here in bathrooms.
Yep, both at Cypher as well as Terrathiel on this Draze. So it's going to back up a bit. Oh!
For information.
Yeah.
Oh, nice paranoia there.
Yeah, flash for flash. So a couple of shots through the smoke. Aurel is going to pick up Aureophilia.
Spray wildly through the Cypher trap.
She needs to reload. Oh, yep, gets that headshot in the end. So that's going to be Spike Carrier going down. They're going to have to retrieve the Spike. Hunter's Fury going to come out. It is a 3v1. And Moji X was really low in health right before that. So isn't gonna be able to make that happen,
Switching
but that just
sides.
means that the game is tied 6-6 right now. What a close game!
Indeed. 6-6 on this half. Wow.
Before the
Nothing
swap
separates these
on
guys.
bind. Whew.
Exactly. This is gonna be this map in particular might take us the extra mile. I would not be surprised if we see like a double overtime or something here.
Oh, this is
Oh wow. Yeah. I think we have different overtime rules for this season. We'll check that really quick before it does go into overtime. We'll figure it out before it gets to
Keep up.
13-13.
Yeah, indeed. 6-6 now. Looking for an opening pick. Inari will be trying to push into the hookah position just to maybe secure that bit of map control for her team. Double play again over here into bathrooms. Will they expect a second? That is the question. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case. And look at these mind games coming out right here. Kohabi sees the shoulder. Oh
Yeah,
no!
they're on eco though, so they do only
this
have
is
the
the pistol.
pistols.
Yeah. And
Oh, my bad. I mean, it's the first round. So,
yeah, it is the first round. And Kohabi will get spotted out by the recon ball. Will she fall back? Indeed, has to. And already Iceberg does get away scot-free. Does take a little bit of damage, but doesn't matter because we'll be rejoining the team really quite quickly as Inari dashing onto the site. Aurel will get the kill. Trade frag, not just yet. Ayumi gets one, and it's going to be Tarathiel to finish off that trade kill. Kohabi once again meeting her rival in bathrooms over here on short, and they're running into each other time and time again. Now Ayumi will be placing up that Cypher trap. Kohabi getting that kill from the back, finishes off Tarathiel. Now Kohabi still has some work to do here as it is still a 2v3. Look at no heals available for her. Yoki does drop, and it's now a 1v2. With this HP, isn't even possible. Looking for the headshot, has to be huge. Finds one. All she has to do, one more tap to the head is what she needs. Kohabi, time ticking away, does actually have the hot hands. Will be healing here in the middle of it all. Swinging from the side, it's Ayumi to close it down. 3 kills for Ayumi.
So close! Absolutely clutch play from Ayumi right there. Oh my god. We got a couple of comments, I think, from this, guys. If you're just tuning in to catch the finals between Seven Sins and Celeste, Kohabi used to be known as Nyanko. But I mean, if you've been following her on Twitch or I think any of your other social media, she does, of course, go under the IGN of Kohabi. So now she's kind of, you know, using the Kohabi ID. I think Nyanko is more of like her Smurf that she was using for the competition, which I know a lot of girls do. But I mean, with this level of skill, girl, you better be on your main. I mean, come on, what was that?
Yeah, definitely. And taking a quick look right now, it's obviously going to be a eco. Don't want to get carried away here. Just want to see a ghost just to see if maybe they can do some economic damage, maybe get a couple kills. Spike is dropped quite a ways away though.
Yeah, they dropped it in between both A and B links. So they're gonna send Cypher over to retrieve it right now. And Mary, very fast double kill over in Lamps on that pistol as well. Is actually going to catch out 3 members from Celeste, running over towards the A side.
Oh wow!
She's ace.
That is a quick 4K with the ghost. That was an eco. They had no business, really.
Holy cow. Tarathiel, come on, let your teammate get that ace. Come on, she was so close to you. Get the crutch, or you kind of just like back off. Maybe like, you know, help your teammate out, shoot them in the leg or something like that. But seriously, headshot, come on, man. You don't steal your ace from teammates like that.
But like in a close game like this, you don't want to take no chances though, for real.
That's true.
It's 8-6 in the grand final. If you mess that up and you lose more economy, that's on you. Just say that's on you. But highlights though.
Definitely.
Never forget about the highlights.
Straight to the highlight reel, right?
Indeed. And
straight to YouTube.
Clip it, guys. Clip it. Inari though looking to push here in bathrooms, opening things up nicely. We'll get that map control secured, uncontested. Owl drone right behind it has to dash out, see somebody behind that owl drone, just make sure she isn't punished. Could have been scary, but Muffin still holding the heaven position. Will be pulling out that paint shell, and on top of that, just using the boom bot to make sure that no one's pushing behind the smokes.
Yeah, she's trying to clear out main right there. It's one of the things that Raze does very well, of course, which is push people out of sight, clear corners. Exactly what she's trying to do. There's the shock dart as well over towards the right side, just in case anyone was there. Did see
Oh
someone
no.
over at the heaven window. Does go down, however, it's gonna swap that gun over to the Elder Flame Vandal. Nicely done.
Nice tap though
And
by
I mean, pay to win. The
plus
Elder
20
Flame.
accuracy indeed.
And the Eldraine Bando headshot is just so satisfying at Mochix right now. Oh, it's gonna be Cypher versus Cypher 1v1. Can she make it happen? Yep. Nope. Ayumi got that one. There was the, I think the recon dart that was at the top, so she did have a visual of her positioning at the point, but still very nicely done to close that one out. And it's gonna take it 9-6. I mean, suddenly after the swap, Celeste are seeming to pull just slightly ahead this time around, and Eco for the side of Seven Sins, not too hot. It looks like they're gonna, yeah, are they gonna Spectre Muffin just reselling it? To be sure,
I just
Mochi X also opting for Bucky.
Do you like the Elder Flame skins?
Ooh, I will run to pick them up.
You
Over
will?
Hive
I
Mind.
will run to throw them away. I swear to God.
Why? No, the Elder Flame Operator is so nice though, the orange one.
No. The gravitational neuroblaster is where it's at.
Oh man, but like when you reload on the Elder Flame skins, it's like you're stroking the belly of the dragon.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Alright, it's a cute dragon. But should be a straightforward round right now. Eco round onto this B site already. They're already secured the site, so will not hesitate at all to secure this for themselves. They even have control of Elbow, which is already quite dangerous territory on its own. It's going to be a miracle if they even get close to site.
One enemy remaining.
Not going to be the case. Not at all. 10-6 right now. Celeste in the driving seat.
Whew. Yeah, all things looking to go in Celeste's favor for now. Although Seven Sin should be able to get the full buy. Yep, there's the 4300, so they do have enough for the Vandal as well as full shields. Yep, so it's gonna be 4 rifles and full shields from the side of Seven Sins. It's gonna be even in terms of guns. Let's take a look at the ultimates. We do have Kohibi and Aurel with the run it back as well as Orbital Strike available. Orbital Strike pretty pivotal, especially in situations such as the post plan or defending the site, or just to clear out and make it a safe spot for you to get the spike down. So could see that this time around. Usually around like 10 versus 6 is kind of around the time where, you know, you use your ultimate and then you probably have another charge before the game ends. So this would be a good round to use it.
Oh, indeed. And taking a quick look right now, it is more shower control. Of course, you want to control the showers, make sure nobody pushes you on an off angle. But speaking of pushing in a weird angle, look at this push here by this Raze here. Run it back will be deployed. Gonna go through that portal, making sure nobody's pushing. Kohibi wouldn't spot anyone. Tarathiel gets that kill instead, though, onto Mochix. It's Inari to follow it up with another, and Aurel's going down here. 4v3 situation. It's getting really, really dangerous at the moment because this A site is only really guarded by one, and Inari with a lurk play like that coming in from CT opens up the site nearly completely, and they're watching for the flank. Kohibi gets one. Can they find another one? It's still a 3v2. The spike is planted in an awkward position. Tarathiel's looking to get a couple of taps in already, but still time to get away on the board right now, and Tarathiel finds up another. Leaves one person left standing, and that was Inari finding Muffin. 11-6. Celeste with quite a bit of a lead here in this first game of the grand final.
Yeah, it's kind of unexpected, I think, for a team to actually do better on attack than on defense on buying. But I mean, Celeste, we talked about it yesterday when we saw them in the group stages. They have such a sweet, aggressive playstyle that is just so nice to watch. And I'm just really happy to see that it also translates onto buying when you just see them with those fast rotations, that excellent shooting, and just very good decision making. I think they were close to running out the clock down there. They only started planning at about 30 seconds left of that round. Usually 30 seconds, 40 seconds is kind of when you start to panic, because if you haven't cleared sight, you really have to go when the timer is at 30. But yeah, they made it happen.
Indeed. Taking a quick look where we are. Look at the ultimates right now ready for both sides. could be very, very dangerous. Again, it's that Sova and Brimstone ultimate. They're both available. If they unleash that onto those sites, or even during post plants, could be the end. But it's an area to help Mochi find hers. One way towards the top here. Muffin getting a sneaky lurk as well towards the elbow side. And this B side is completely open. That's going to be the Hunter's Fury finally deployed. Will it find any? The answer is going to be yes. They find Ophelia here. Aurel looking for that spray down. Not going to be the case now, but it is now a 1v1. 30
Better
HP
Sova
onto
wins.
Iceberg. And yeah, the better Sova may win.
Wins.
The Hunter's Fury still available. Remember this. And it's still going to be a long time before this rotation comes into play.
Yeah, honestly, I actually favor Hunter's Fury when you're in more than a 1v1 situation, just because, you know,
30
you zone,
seconds
you have
left.
a bigger kind of like area to try and catch people on the rotation. When you're 1v1, I feel like Hunter's Fury is a bit harder to hit someone. Like, it's hard to hit someone specific. It's easy to catch one or two members from the team, but that's going to be a really sneaky teleporter play. Doesn't know that she's here, though. They're on the same side over at Elbow.
Oh, no, the shock dart, it just misses. They both miss each other by a second, and they're both red on HP. Hunter's Fury still available. Remember, and that's all it's going to take right here. One shot could be coming around the corner. Cancels the Hunter's Fury. What have you done? Shock dart, will it be enough? And oh my God, the defender, they have pulled it through. That shock dart was absolutely clutch. A second longer could have been a defuse. But like you said, the mind games from those Sovas.
That was, I mean, we joke about, like, you know.
And they got the defuse, by the way, just to point that out.
Oh my God. I'm in shock. I'm still in shock from what we just saw. I mean, just the guts as well it takes to just cancel your Hunter's Fury like that, even though you have like 100%.
Yeah.
You know that she's defusing and you know the exact spot where to aim. I mean, props to both these girls for that play.
Exactly, and the reason why that she canceled that Hunter's Fury is because she was afraid that she was going to get pushed from the side, right? And the moment that cancels out, had to pull out the shock dart. It did land, but because of the fact that the bomb was half, they actually got the defuse. It's 11-7, preventing a match point. Amazing turn of events. That was one of the craziest rounds that we've seen so far.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that actually left me speechless. But wow, quick kill over in Hookah. Aurel is going to take out the Tarathiel. He's been having a bunch of pretty aggressive plays this entire series so far, although Aurel is really low herself, down to 19 health. Only 2 members is still alive on the side of Celeste. It's a 2v4, so that does have the spike, however. Ophelia makes it a 2v3. Both of them. Looks like Sova's going to rotate around towards A main. They might both actually go through Link over towards B. Kind of know that usually Cypher is going to start on site B alone at this point. So yep, it
30
looks like
seconds
we'll be
left.
taking this spike really slowly through towards B. Cypher, of course, has the camera, has herself on the side, so she does have a lot of good vision points. They will be taking it down to B long.
And they're just checking this just to see if there's anybody around.
10 seconds left.
But look, there's so little time. 8 seconds left, 7 seconds left. Do they have even time to plant it?
Oh,
They barely do.
She's not,
I think she might have, but it's going to be too close.
I think it's 5, but
planted.
They get it down.
She did it.
They get it down. It's way too close for comfort. Now, they actually don't spot the camera, so Mochi X knows that there's a player here in elbow. Remember this. This is a very, very clutch opportunity. Iceberg has to get this kill. Has to secure this position. Gets one. Gets a second. Look at that third kill right now. Iceberg isolates. Ice cold is her blood. Just like her name in Ophelia. Might just close it out. No, Ariel with 19 HP left standing here. Needs this match point. Recon dart is good. And oh my God, Ariel with a quick adjustment to the head. Triple kill for her in that round. And it's beautiful headshot after headshot after headshot.
I mean, fastest fingers first. Aurel right there. Usually when you see something such as the Recon Dart, or this works the same with the Reyna Orb, the Eye as well, which is actually the strat is, especially if you're 1v1, is you actually use it not for vision. You use it so that it baits the enemy person into, in this instance, shooting your recon bolt. As they're shooting your recon bolt, they shoot you. But Aurel this time, we saw she was so quick. She managed to shoot the recon bolt and then hit the head as well. Just brilliantly done by her.
Amazing. Just from all of these guys, all throughout, has just been phenomenal. Look at that play. It was one of a kind. It's great stuff. Whew. Just what can you say? That's just insane.
Man, how do I simp for these girls? I mean, I want to follow all their Twitch, follow all their Instagrams, their Facebook pages, because these girls are absolutely phenomenal, playing out of their mind. There's the teleporter into outside showers from Ivy. Yoki does take down Neri. There's the fire in the back to Rathiel. Getting the kill to Yoki, but Muffin with that return to double kill. It's going to pick them up. So it is going to be a 2v3 spike not yet planted. Ayumi versus Mochi X. Ayumi's going to take that one. Cypher v Cypher makes it a 2v2 situation. Kind of the signal for her to plant the spike. There's Kohabi opening with the flash. Doesn't choose to go onto site just yet. Ophelia with a good line of sight down heaven. It's going to shift over towards Pocket right there to get a look at U-Haul.
Yeah, and over here right now, under lamps, we have one player creeping in. Ayumi on a slightly off angle. Will be double peaked right here. Kohabi has to come huge. Has to find 2 kills. Does not get any. And it's going to be match point right here. Celeste on 12-8. Closer and closer to reaching this first round. First game.
Yeah, and I think just going off of their records from this season and previous seasons of the FSL, I mean, Celeste topped their group. They also 2-0'd in their quarterfinals earlier today, and they also 2-0'd in their semis series. And I think Seven Sins also did the same, just a very quick 2-0s all around. In their quarters, there was, what, 13-0, 13-0. Just absolutely insane. And really, the only teams that can give each other a run for their money are, I mean, both these teams, right? Celeste and Seven Sins, time and again, we see this grand finals usually going to 3 series, but an absolute treat to watch.
Yeah, indeed. Oh my god. Look, you know, I'm gonna make so many clips from these games. Like, it's that's what I'm gonna do during our breaks here, but fantastic set of games. Oh, that's deadly. That orbital strike is gonna find maybe one. No, they actually somehow survive in the middle of it, and Neri gonna get a first kill for her team, opening up the site quite significantly. But with the sheriff, one connection right there from Mochi X, gets a trade up, and Neri through the smoke, nicely timed tap. We'll find a second, we'll find a fourth, and Neri, what have you done? Absolutely closing the game out. 4 kills for Neri to bring us into the next game. An amazing way to end it all. Somebody clip that, because she is out of her mind.
And Neri girl, she is on fire. Those 3 straight hit shots back to back through the smoke as well. I mean, wow, what can I say? I mean, Kohabi, she actually flashed towards the right side coming out of CT, so she thought it was clear, and that was kind of the signal for the 3 of them from their team to just really go, but they didn't know. I think Inari, she actually was in container. She kind of like did a very quick like left look, and she wasn't in the line of sight to get flashed, but Kohabi didn't know that, and then it was just really easy for Inari to catch all of them off guard the second they came out of the Omen smoke.
Yeah, you know, we got to take, you know, that was just such a crazy game, right? I mean, I think we got to take a short break, ladies and gentlemen. But again, thank you to our sponsors for making all of this happen. You know, thank you to every single one of you who has made such an impossible game possible. Right down here, right under our names, Dreamcore, Yahoo, Super Solid, Intel. Check out their 10th gen processors if you want to be lit, just like all these female players here, showing us what they've got. But in the meantime, we'll take a short break. The FSL Open Valorant 4. We'll be back with the second game of the series in just a second, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the grand finals of the FSL Female Esports League Season 4 Valorant Open. We're in the middle of the best of 3 grand final series after that crazy game 1 that Celeste managed to close out in the end. I mean, we're about ready to hop into game number 2, but Gian, what are your thoughts?
You know, that game was nuts. Both of us were low-key, well, not low-key, totally high-key freaking out in the back scenes right here. I mean, I was losing my mind. That Sova, those 2 Sova plays right there at the very end, that was some next level mind games, all right? And then right after that, you had Celeste with those 4K right there from Ineri to seal the deal on the game. It's just highlight after highlight after highlight. It's gonna take a while to edit all these clips, I'm telling you. But I do hear the game. We're gonna get into it in just a second, and I think we're ready to go. So let's find out who wins this one. Is it going to be Celeste to take it into a 2-0, or will Seven Sins bite back with a round? And of course, thank you to our sponsors for making this all possible. We got Intel, we got Super Solid, we got, of course, the FSL. Thank you for making this all possible. Dreamcore and Yahoo as well. And of course, this is the game, the second game in the series. Thank you all so much. But let's go straight into it.
Whew. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much the revenge match, right? Between these two teams. We've had 4 seasons of the FSL so far. We've had 3 previous seasons versus the 4th final. And between Celeste and Seven Sins, they have literally won all 3 last seasons. Right now, we are going to start the first round of our game at number 2. Celeste starting on the T side, Seven Sins over on the left, starting on defense. That map is, of course, Ascent this time around. Looks like a mid to B push on this first pistol round. Muffin pretty aggressive pushing out from the main right there. Iceberg, a nice headshot through the smoke. Are gonna try and bang this door down. It's gonna take a while on those pistol. However, but already it's going to be a 1v4. Mochiek, the last one left alive right here, always going to get taken down. However, it's going to mean that it's a very quick round for the side of Celeste. I think they also managed to get the plant down right before the end of that round for an extra 300 credits. So very nicely done. I think we are going to see a bit of a pause coming out from Ineri, the Jet player from the side of Celeste. I think she has packet loss, a bit of a ping network issue that she's experiencing. So we're gonna have a bit of a pause once again. If you guys weren't here joining us for yesterday when we did go through some of the pause rulings for Valorant, for the FSL Valorant Open, you're only allowed to pause during the buy phase, which is right now you're not allowed to pause for any reason at all during the actual rounds. So if you are experiencing any ping spikes, which I believe Neri was going through in the middle of the previous round, you're actually not allowed to cover the pause right then as that happens. You have to wait until the next round. And here the players just being a bit bored, buying, reselling. That's like, pretty sure that's the Sage level 10 pistol right there. Earlier we also saw one of the players playing with the spike over against the wall outside a main. Yep, there it is. And Neri just playing Go Fetch with the spike.
Like
I hate
volleyball.
I hate when I do that and then someone else on my team just grabs it halfway, like rude. Excuse me, I had it first. Right.
Spike's going nuts. I didn't know he could do that. Check that out.
Yeah, there are a couple of walls where you can do this at.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah, I like how it's just like completely ignoring the Killjoy turret as well. It's just going straight through it.
Yeah. Collision. It's not. Now I want some gelato now.
I know, right? No, and I know like the sound that the Killjoy tower legs make is actually pretty loud, but I just love how they look like chicken legs. They just like they're just so cute. I just love the way her pretty much everything about the agent, like just her design, her outfit, her turrets.
Yeah.
How broken Nano Swarm is.
Yeah.
How broken being able to crossfire with herself is. How broken Lockdown is.
I agree. So, grudge match that we have on our hands: Seven Sins versus Celeste. And previously, correct me if I'm wrong, Celeste won the previous FSL 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, so Celeste are the very first season champions as well as the reigning champions because they won last season. So they've won FSL twice so far. Seven Sins, kind of a bit newer to FSL. They only joined the competition in season 2, where they kind of, I think, came, straight out of nowhere and then beat the reigning champions in season 2. And then season 3, which was last month, again, it was a very heated, close final. Celeste had that comeback victory. I think they were down the first game and then they came back in the series to take that S3 victory. So, I mean, Celeste this time, they do have that map 1 advantage, but I mean, between these two teams that are so close, it really doesn't matter. It could go either way.
Definitely. Starting off with some pressure here. Looking to get closer to this A short area, and the Nanoswarm will actually miss Kohebi. They might not check this corner, but pushing through that, Kohebi surviving, but maybe should have used the escape instead, but the shock dart will actually bring things leveled with Yoki actually getting a nice trade up here. Has another recon dart. Shotgun shell to the face, but not going to matter as Tarathiel's Boombot will do the trick here. And Aurel from the corner will go down, gets one, but it's a quick trade. Ayumi with 3 kills to start things off. And my God, that eco was an amazing eco. Holy moly, we're seeing some great Valorant here from these girls today.
Yeah, 100%. Really impressive from both these teams. We are into round 3. This is going to be the full buy finally from this side of Seven Sins. So should see hopefully a more even round this time around now that there's no gun difference. It looks like a bit of a split start. So it's going to be a 3-2. Looks like I want to be getting some information down mid. Spike being given to the Sova. Really aggressive push coming out from Kohibi out of a main early on, though.
Oh, indeed. Did see a lot of really close calls in that previous game. Actually, that eco could have went the other way had the timing for those shotgun shells been different. Had a couple of things just slightly changed. The balance of history might be different entirely, but Neri will get that punish onto Muffin. Trying to get a little bit cheeky with that push, and Tarathiel will close it out again. That is an early 2-man advantage. They will not expect Yoki to be here, but Iceberg ready for that trade.
I just like how cute Iceberg's name is. It just reminds me of the lettuce.
Like
Iceberg lettuce.
Oh, planted. Fully healed right now, getting overhealed to Kohebi.
Yeah, this is what we like to see. I think, especially in the earlier games, some of the comments we got were like, you know, why isn't Kohibi playing her signature Reyna that we didn't get to see, and now that she's back on the Reyna. I'm feeling it. I think she's feeling it too. Oh, I say that, but no, it's the caster curse. She gets gunned down by the Vandal from Iceberg over by CT. But regardless, I mean, we definitely have a lot of high hopes for Kohibi pulling out the signature Reyna in this game number 2. They do know, of course, that if they drop this map, they will place second, and the victory will go over to Celeste. If that happens, so definitely, you know, pulling out all the stops, no holds barred for this map.
Indeed.
And it does have her ultimate this time around, though, so it does have Empress available.
Maybe they can make full use of it this time. She got a couple of kills, though, but maybe had she had the ultimate, she could have won that round.
Yeah, the intangible is just, it really helps you go in, back out of those situations. Yogi just gonna shut the door here over at Market for good measure. There's the drone gonna come out. Doesn't see anyone though all throughout the back corridor, but some rotations through courtyard. Looks like
that's
it's
a nice
be
paint shell to take down Muffin into the back of B, and that's going to be looking like a straight up B hit. There are still 2 more members here, so it could still prove to be a deadly crossfire that they have set up. Aurel misses that opportunity. Yoki does as well, and Inari boosting herself up on top of this box here, on top of this wall on CT. Mochi X has to check this corner, misses that opportunity, and will be taken down quite briskly by Ayumi. Now it's a 1v5 situation here. Does have a stinger, and in the hands of Reyna can be quite deadly, but I think more than likely Celeste will be prepared for.
Yeah, I was just looking to camp, get some exit frags on the way. There's still a bit of time over on the timer, and it looks like Celeste are on the hunt. They know they've got the man advantage. Yumi is pretty low though, but nah, that ain't gonna stop her. She's still hunting for Kohibi right now. But yeah, they're going to back off towards A site right here. I'm just not really sure where she is. Kohibi just maintaining her position right here down towards mid as well as the main. Just trying to get out of range of the recon so they know she's there. Ayumi
Low.
Nah, gonna miss the headshot. So Kyrie does pick up one more, but this gets taken out by Ophelia. So they do trade 1-1, and I think since everyone had full bot that round, so it's just pretty much trading that gun.
Yeah.
At that point, just rifle for rifle.
Ayumi actually took a couple of seconds to realize that Kohibi did just push out. Like,
and there was the ping too, so they knew that she was gonna be exactly as fun. She was like, "Huh?" You could see her. She didn't adjust her crosshair either.
I think they were
like,
talking probably.
Yeah.
They were probably like having a conversation, and then Kohibi just pops out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're just so secure in that they were like 1v4ing at that point. Mojix once again very aggressive pushes out from A. This time she is going to hide at wine. However, this time around, some firing warning shots down through mid.
Indeed. Look at this presence here. It's all catwalk presence down, all the way down short. They will be trying to get closer to A this way. But it's going to be risky because, as you can see, Killjoy's already pushed up into wine. So even if they do get into A, they could be very well pinned. They do get... Kohibi gets one, though. Will be traded out by Ophelia. The Boombot will be taken out. And seeing no more presence there, Killjoy will be actually trying to pinch that angle, looking to push further towards that A area.
It looks like
they're
they
going
want
to
to
be
go
rotating.
into B from market. Yeah, because they knew that there was the rotate already from A. So they knew that there was probably someone who had started main over at main, and then they got the one, they got another kill over at A. So then they kind of, when they got gunned down by Omen, they kind of knew that, oh, that's the third person. He's probably already rotated from B, which to them kind of meant that, oh, they've rotated from B, so we should go to B right now. So they do get the plant down. It's a pretty smart move coming out from them, and it's going to be a 2v2.
Yeah, once they realize that B player has pushed up, that means they have a good opportunity. Now, Muffin now will get tagged down to 30 HP. Quite dangerous now. Oh, Ayumi gets the pick off onto Mochi X. And Muffin, 30 HP, not going to find that connection she's looking for. 5-0 Celeste starting to run away with this a little bit, and it's kind of a far cry from what we saw as Seven Sins form in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, Seven Sins, we're definitely not gonna count them out just yet. I think this is kind of what we saw towards the second half of a game number one, which is that Celeste as a team really do shine on the attacking P side. So, I mean, they're getting a pretty good lead here. However, once you go through the swap, things might be different.
At the moment, though, looking at the current buy, it's not exactly very pretty for the defensive side. They hear the owl drone coming out already, and so Mochi X will fall off this angle, just not wanting to get tagged up by that owl drone. Instead, will relinquish any position, advanced position that she had initially, just to be able to secure her position and make sure that she isn't going to get taken out of the equation. Same thing with Kohibi holding towards short, and Hunter's Fury will be deployed. They actually make that connection, and Inari will be getting that kill. They do identify where Mochi X is, and Ayuma will get a trade up onto Kohibi. This is looking like a clean eco round for Celeste.
Yeah, I heard the window being broken, so they do know her position. There's just so much utility being used right now to just delay this, and
Yoki just killed her teammate.
Wait.
Yoki just killed her teammate. I mean, she got Oriel too.
I think she got both Aurel and Ophelia.
Yeah.
With the ultimate.
That's unfortunate.
Yikes. Yeah, I mean, it happens sometimes, you know, if your teammate doesn't know they are going to ult and then you jump in front of them. I've definitely done that. Yeah, that's definitely happened to me. And then I'm like, did my teammate just kill me? And then my teammate is like, did my teammate just run in front of my ult?
That ain't me. That's your fault, all right? What are you doing in my ulti? Excuse me.
Wait. But like, did you need to ulti me? I mean, come on. And then that's just, you know, back and forth. But yeah, it happens. It does happen sometimes. This time around, we've got a total of 7 ults on the board, actually. For the side of Celeste, the thing is they've just been racking up those kills, so it just means that they've been able to get their ultimate refresh so fast. Ooh. Nice headshot from Muffin.
Oh, and Yoki following that up as well, and Oriel. Look at this. This mid control absolutely dismantled and dissected by the side of Seven Sins, leaving one player left standing. It was just absolutely crucial that they win this round. Ophelia will try to make things a little bit expensive for the meantime because she does find a pick off. But I don't think she'll be getting that much more, but I do think that the more kills you get, the better you have a better chance you stand at resetting the economy of Celeste, because
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
the economy of Seven Sins, excuse me.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate for Ko Hybe in the 1v1 versus Orofila because she was ADS. She was aiming down sight actually, so she actually had a very good headshot position. But the
30
second
seconds
that
left.
1 second before Orofila popped out from around the corner, she actually let go of the sight, and then her first three shots just kind of were not as accurate. That's the thing. That's like the trade off between ADS, where you're trading between fire rate versus accuracy for
Yeah.
that one. So, bit unfortunate.
I just generally never use ADS.
Wait,
10
what?
seconds left.
Yeah, no, I mean I come from CS:GO, man,
Yeah.
and the only people who use ADS generally are the people who came from maybe Call of Duty or
Wait,
maybe
wait, wait. Choose your next words carefully.
but people who played Call of Duty.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I'll
all
take
I was
that.
gonna say. Yeah.
I'll take that.
And noobs.
Oh.
Just kidding. Just
Wait,
kidding. Just
what?
kidding.
Can we mute this guy? Oh my god. Can we like get rid of him?
No, but but to be fair, some of the best CS:GO players in the world were known for using the SGs and
You
the
know what?
AUGs,
Can't relate. I
which
mean, I
had
agree.
which had scopes. They had ADS.
Yeah, I think my problem is that sometimes even at close range, or even if like say I'm 1v3 outside like garage door at Haven when I shouldn't be ADSing, I
Yep.
still end up like naturally ADSing. It's just
Yeah.
one of those habits. Takes a while.
Yeah, and
But-
that's something that people, if you've played Call of Duty before, that's something you've definitely picked up, because Call of Duty has a lot of ADS, like no matter what, because it's accurate when you're running, when you're like sliding, you're still using like your ADS sometimes.
Yeah. Muffin obscured by the omen smoke right now. Gonna wait a couple more seconds for that to clear actually. Doesn't see anyone though. She's gonna just back out back towards a tree. Jet right now with that very long path around
You
over
should
through
run.
CT to get to B, and there's the killjoy lockdown. Actually straight into Boathouse, gets that kill onto Aurel, having that girl. You had no chance versus that Raise a rocket.
Dude.
Killjoy lockdown doesn't catch anyone.
Oh, Muffin's turn. Muffin's turn. What you got, Muffin? Dashing in, looking for that connection. Gets
Oh,
one.
no!
Doesn't get any more though, but still, that's pretty good considering.
2v2. Yeah, and now it's the allied Killjoy's turn to put that lockdown down.
It gets
around
taken
the
out
boat.
right here. Inari will not have any of it.
One enemy remaining.
She's
And it's
like,
gonna
I've
be
seen
Inari
it
again.
before. Yeah. Inari, man, just time and again coming up clutch for her team. But what a close to that game. Tarathi, absolutely zero fear from that girl. Just satchel straight over the boats from the CT and just firing that, firing the hole into Boathouse. And the Killjoy lockdown as well, followed by the return lockdown. Good stuff.
Yeah, you know, Tarathiel with that play, that's actually disgusting. If I were on the receiving end of that, I'd be like,
Placing swarm
what
grenade.
the hell? I would probably like straight up rage quit. Because dude, this chick, she's like minding her own business
Yeah, I
in
know. Right? 'Cause,
Boathouse,
like,
and
I'm
then
in
just suddenly
Boathouse.
blows up.
I'm in the safest spot possible. They're only maybe gonna find me on the retake. But yeah, Tarathio, she's hands down a Raze main. She plays like a Raze main. Actually, in 4 seasons of the FSL, I don't think I've seen her play anything else except for Raze.
Yeah.
That's the thing. For the rest of this roster, a lot of them, like, you know, they switch it up. Aurel, she was playing the Brimstone last game. Kohayabi also, I mean, now she's playing Reyna. Earlier, she was on a different agent too. But I mean, Tarathio, she's 100% that Raze main, and I
Raze
just
main.
love watching it. Raze mains, am I right?
Yep. They're good when they're good, but when you solo queue, they're always bad. That's just it. But
317, literally my score a few days ago. In my defense, it was
They're there.
Icebox. It was my first time on
Oh.
Icebox.
oh, and they're gonna turn this around, Aurel.
Nice.
What a quick turn of events here. And despite the fact that Aurel only had a Spectre, gets a beautiful 2K and picks up another round for 7 sins, bringing us to a 7-2 scoreline. And it's
Yeah,
actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Spectre. Actually, I feel like I know there's a lot of debate about this, especially if, say, even if you win round one, if you're keeping your Ghost into round two, do you force with the Spectre or no? There's a lot of debate about when you buy Spectre, when you shouldn't. Some people just don't like the way that the gun feels. But I personally, I feel like Spectre is actually really accurate. I think it's comparable to any of the more expensive rifles. The only thing it really loses in is in terms of fire rate, that sort of thing. So if you're in a 1v multiple person situation, it's maybe not the best. But in terms of accuracy, I mean, if
Yeah.
you've got good shooting, that's
Ooh.
definitely a good weapon to have in your arsenal. Taratha, you're going to take it out really early.
Yeah, getting bursted in the face, Tarathiel just pays the price for going into B main all alone. That's what you get for getting a little bit too greedy with your map control. Although for the
Raid
most part,
players, am I
yeah,
right?
raise players. Yeah,
Raid
preach.
players, man. And Neri right
Amen.
there, taking out that I think it was the nanoswarm grenade. Really quickly. The thing is, you actually need to be really close by before you hear the zing sound. I can't replicate it.
No, I
That
was
is,
hoping you would though, just for the clips,
I
but
know. Let's just hum. No, no, no. But yeah, you have to be really close by before you can take it out. Not as close as the trap wire from Cypher. I think you get double the range if it's like 3 meters
oh yeah.
instead of 1.
Oh, there we go.
Push
Dashing
coming
into
in.
sight though. It's gonna be 7-2, but Inari's looking to bring it to 8. Orel looking for that trade kill, gets another, and Kohaibi makes things interesting, taking down everybody right now. One person left standing.
30
Orioophilia
seconds left.
looking to get clever in the smoke, but Kohaibi spots it out. The intruder, not where you're supposed to be, takes her down. 7-3 right now. Well played for 7 cents to bring it back.
Yeah, definitely well played. I think Kohabi just starting to get her groove back, get her form back. I mean, she was absolutely on fire in the first half of that map number 1. Kind of fell off a bit. I think we saw her miss a couple of headshots that usually on any other day she would have landed towards the end of map number 1. So it's nice to see that she's starting to, feel it again.
Indeed.
She had that warm up after map number 1. Now she's back.
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs?
Mr. What? Wait,
Please
this is a
tell me you know
reference I
this ref.
don't. Wait.
You
a
do
minute.
not know that SpongeBob? I am
think
judging
I-
you. I am
He
judging
lives
you.
in a pineapple under the sea. That's the only one I know.
Oh
And,
my
square
god.
pin-
I didn't know I was casting with a pleb today.
Wait, what? Okay, boomer. All right.
You want to talk about age, do you? All right.
No, I never want to talk about age.
Okay,
Age
well.
and rank. Just
Okay.
I never want to talk about either of those things.
Fair play,
But-
fair play. But
Out of charges.
going back to the game for just a quick second, Killjoy lockdown imminent here. 9 seconds left. Yoki's got to turn tail and book it. Does see all the information. Gets 1. That's the spike. Oh, look at that adjustment for Yoki. Just gets 2 before she backs out. Yeets herself out. Peace. I'm out of here. Gets 2 kills and into safety. And the lockdown does nothing for the meantime. Tarathiel looking for another one to bring it back. Mochi X goes down, and Kohabi still looking over here in market. Hunter's Fury comes up, denies the spike plant. And that's going to land nicely yet again. Oh, all the damage has
30
been done
seconds
here.
left.
Muffin looking for an area, gets the kill. Kohabi turns around, and that's going to leave us into a 1v3. Things have turned around real quick. Tarathiel still making this play still possible.
remaining.
Headshot landed. Low HP on the last player. Does have the paint shell. Has the information. Pulls out the classic. Has 11 seconds
10
left to make a
seconds left.
miracle happen. Will fake that spike plant, and oh my god, she has to
That is
commit to
so
the spike
low.
plant now. Cannot get away, but Muffin's
Spike
HP is
planted.
so low here, and it's gonna be going through to
Oh!
Muffin, who clears it out by the hair of her chinny chin chin. If she had a beard, maybe 7-4 score line already coming through.
Oh, that was so close. And that also was such confidence.
Last
She had
round in
what,
the half.
7 bullets left in her rifle through the cloudburst as well. And you saw her, she knew that she wasn't in a good spot to reload. And the thing is, if you're 1v1, 7 bullets is pretty much the limit for like where if you don't reload, that's just straight up 100% confidence. Like you see people sometimes when they're at like 17 bullets, they still reload in a bad spot, and that's just like
Yeah.
that's just
Bad
like you're like,
fundamentals.
yeah, fundamentals, like you're just insecure about getting the kill. You're like, I need more than 10 bullets or something. But she was just pure confidence right there with 7 to still try that. And when she didn't land the shot through the cloud burst, pulled out the classic.
Ooh,
That
oh
was
my
all.
God, Muffin! That was really lucky, to be honest, though. Like, that first kill was insane, and just right behind her was somebody lined up. That's another kill on the book. 2 quick kills to start off the round. What a way to get to... This is going to be 7 and 5 if this keeps going that way. Muffin gets taken down, getting a little bit too greedy, staying a little bit too long over in that short area, despite the fact that they know she was there. So she has to fall down now, and it's a 4v3 situation.
One player remaining.
Lou looking like an 8-headed Kohavis. Amazing yet again, waking up at just the right time to bail her team out. And it's round after round after round that they have put together, salvaging this half, bringing us to a 7-5 just when you started to think Celeste was going to run away with this game.
Kohavi on fire this time around. I mean, girl, finally finding her groove back, just what we wanted to see going into the swap. And we've been mentioned this a couple of times, score 5-7 going into the round swap. It's pretty much close to even. Like, you're 1 round away from making it an even 6-6. So really, 5-7, I think both teams are happy going into this. And we're saying, like, Celeste kind of the team that is better on the attacking side, and this time around they don't have all that much of a lead before swapping over to defense. So we've got to see that. Yeah, Kohavi, brilliant shooting at the end of that one. Muffin as well at the start with that double kill.
Yeah, well, it's been a couple of strokes of brilliance. That's what it took to come back into this game. But 7 Sins, when it comes to aim, when it comes to brilliance, they've got it in spades, making this comeback very, very much happen right now. Just when it started to look very scary, but here we go into the pistol round, the first round of the half. Muffin opening things up in this mid-split right here, trying to get through onto the site. There is still somebody waiting for her, and it's Inari to be taken down. Yoki does the trick here, but not until Tarathiel gets a second one with a paint shell, just barely missed right there by the shock dart, somehow still alive. Has another paint shell to play with, gets spotted out by that recon bolt. Doesn't really matter in the end, though. Recon bolt misses her twice. She's dodging these recon bolt, these shock darts left and right. Somehow still alive. If she picks up a kill, it's gonna be a miracle here. But Motkey takes her down, and Yoki cleans out the round, 6-7, and we are right back at it. The closest game again, 6-7 at the half. My God, 7 Sins.
Yeah, absolutely amazing stuff coming out. That's the first round after the swap. So as you can see, the eco right now, it's just going to be 4 Spectres, 1 Ghost going up against 5 Classics. I like how we saw Tarathiel think about it. She got the Bucky and then she spilled it. Now she's going to go for the Sheriff. But I mean, it's Shorty coming out from Ayumi. Frenzy as well from Iceberg. I mean, pedal to the metal, man. These girls aren't giving up.
Indeed, and look at this aggressive play already by Inari. She knows that an Aldrone is coming. She's just hoping that she's not going to get checked, but they're obviously going to check that. Dashing out. It was worth a try, but she'll be alive.
Yeah. Kohavi right now. Ping coming down onto line. They're not sure if anyone was hiding there. Yoki did think about sending their recon bolt down towards mid, but they are going to keep that cooldown. It is a pretty long cooldown too. And here's the engage. Kohavi with that double eye coming down. Door's still open, however, they do pre-fire around the side, which is a spot where usually the killer tower is. They do hear the being broken. Nice hit shot from Ayumi to pick up Kohavi from heaven.
Oh my God, and Ayumi still somehow alive, left standing, but Aurel with 3 kills right there, picked up by Iceberg. And 2v2 on an eco round. This is a massive turn of events right here. If they can turn this around, if they can get this eco round, it's going to be but Inari goes down, misses a couple of golden opportunities right there. Iceberg has to come huge. No more ammo in the tank, and the shock dart will finish her off. Yoki gets that final kill. 7-7 tie game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. It just could not get any closer right here. Look at the scoreline right here. Muffin, 14 kills. Tarathiel, 14. Yoki on 13. Inari on 13. They're matching each other tit for tat. Every single instance they can get, it's like a left and a right and a left. They're matching each other, and it's absolutely beautiful watching this.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's absolute pleasure and treat to watch, honestly. This is one of the highlights of my month. I want to say is like I think when like Valorant first just started, there aren't really that many competitive tournaments. I don't think there's an official league out just yet. So a lot of the competitive play was, we're watching invitationals, face cut invitationals, for example, watching the Ignition series, that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, just being able to watch this level of play in Southeast Asia for the FSL is also something that I'm really happy about. Really
Yeah.
glad to be a part of this, as always.
Always thankful. I remember, just like you said, didn't start off with very many. But before I get into that point, already a straight up A hit. Muffin looking to go through. Ayumi gets 2 kills really quick. Iceberg will follow it up, and it's going to be a brilliant defense here for the Celestial side here. Aurel will be sort of lurking around here in the back, hoping to maybe find an opportunity, but will the spike go down? Yes, indeed. As he will also be forced off the angle, but still gets a headshot anyway in the middle of all of that. Shrouded Step now going to be utilized as well. Can follow it up with another, and Aurel single-handedly bringing it into a 2v2. Amazing performance here, but finally taken down by the shock dart. Muffin has 5 HP, ladies and gentlemen. One stray bullet will do the trick. Muffin gets it anyway, but Oreophilia gets the trade. Lovely stuff, and it's going to be another round on the board for Oreophilia. What a performance here. 8-7 right now.
Such a close round at the end too. Also, one thing I want to point out is just really good nanoswarm placement and timing as well from the Killjoy. That's the thing with the nanoswarm. I think a lot of people tend to think that Killjoy as an agent is just mostly used for defense. But the thing is, on offensively, she also is very strong.
Yeah.
If you're able to, say, throw those nanoswarm grenades down at the right spots, it really helps buy your squad a lot of time. I think the only downside to that is you need to be alive to press F for the detonation. That's kind of really the only downside, but very powerful tool and utilized very well earlier.
I agree, and those Sentinels, just like Cypher, Killjoy, not only are they so good on defense, but they're amazing on the retakes as well. Just the utility that they bring to those situations are just so powerful, and you really got to be able to find an answer for that. But look at this over here in mid.
Yeah,
3
good
people
crossfire
set up.
position.
Exactly, but there's only 2 on the other side for the defensive half. And look at that pickoff right there. Muffin finding one, dashing towards the side, finding her way in, but the spike dropped in the middle of B main. That's going to be a problem right here. Ayumi in the middle of the smoke has to find something to get her through this, because currently they still have to recover that spike. And that's a showstopper. Going to be used. Not going to make a connection, though. And Tarathiel has to hold this angle. Oreophilia will get the kill onto Aurel, who does miss her golden opportunity. And what is that shot? Lands a crazy flick, though, leaving us in a 1v3. Kohabi gets 1. And if anyone can do it right now, it's got to be her on that rain that she is so famous for. There's no real time to get so creative, because she needs to get the spike and still plant it.
Oh, they're both at CT. She knows she's there, though. She does suspect that she's there. It's solo. Oh, nice headshot. Now it's just a 1v.
No, Kohabi! What? Oh, what a clutch! I'm
in shock.
I'm
in shock.
at a loss.
I have no words. I actually have no words. I'm speechless.
Kohabi gets that 3K, just the awareness to peak CT just like that. My God.
I mean, she's at 15 kills right now. I remember earlier on she was actually something like 8, 9, and 1.
Yeah.
She wasn't doing too hot in the early rounds of this game, but ever since the swap, she's been on fire. I don't know what to tell you. Girl has skill.
Mad
Watch her
skills
Twitch
for sure.
stream.
Muffin, though, does get some information as to where there is one player. Aurel is onto site already, successfully using the ulti just to be able to get onto it. It's got to be a 5v5 retake, but remember, defenders here, they do have that Killjoy ulti. Hunter's Fury will not make the mark that it is needed.
Yeah, that was really cute. I think there was the updraft from the Jet, so it was kind of in the right spot to get by Hunter's Fury, but she was just higher elevation.
Oh, look at that. Lovely stuff from Muffin. pulls out the knives, does actually get one before she gets traded, and I love the idea. Just wasn't able to get any more than that. So
One enemy
currently, one person left standing here. 1 versus 4, and I do not favor Oreophilia's odds, especially with the fact that she only has a classic.
Yeah, it's gonna be really rough with the pistol. She's also running out of time. I don't think she's just gonna back off. She's got less than 5 seconds before bomb goes off. Definitely not enough time for the defuse. You can see the Seven Sins side gonna take another quick round. And with that, it's a 9-8 Seven Sins right now in the lead in this game number 2 of this best of 3 grand final series.
Definitely the case is currently full buy now for both squads. They are going to go for it. Iceberg will only be sitting at half armor. Not going to be able to afford the full set just yet. Actually,
Yeah, one Spectre also from the side of Yoki.
oh, she's 100 short for full armor. That's really tragic.
Yeah, that's just sad.
Maybe she could borrow some credits. Like, you know, hey man, can I borrow some credits? Give me like 100. That's not how it works.
And I think all of her teammates were also below 1,000 creds,
Mm.
so no one could have like bought for her.
And you, yeah, if you could only drop armor, right? But
Oh,
Neri, wow.
What?
Lovely
How did
shot.
you even know there was someone in that spot?
They were both just clearing that angle, and
Yeah,
man, it was
because
it was
usually
nice.
you look right at the entranceway and not the left side past the boxes. What? What was that?
Yeah, the timing was also a little bit unfortunate. But it's now 4-4. Currently, there still is an ulti for Killjoy, so she can still provide that lockdown if it is needed. But Empress now being utilized. Kohebi is now something quite to fear. Iceberg will get Muffin, though they still find themselves into the B site. 3v4 retake situation. It is doable. Killjoy's on the way. Probably going to use that lockout very, very soon. Spamming through the box. Hunter's Fury will make a connection onto one. Gets Iceberg right there. Tries to check the other angle, and they've leveled the playing field. Kohebi actually gets a Neri right there as well. And Aurel trades it up 2-1, and Kohebi finishes off with 2 kills of her own. She is currently a woman unleashed.
Yeah, that was some pretty sick play from Kohabi once again. The thing is, when you've got a good arena player on your squad, the thing is, when she gets those kills, it just means she's going to get that Empress even faster. And the fact that I think it was about 4 patches ago where a couple of agents got their ultimates nerfed in that they went from like 6 charges to 7. So I think like Brimstone, Raze, and so on had that nerfed, whereas Reyna still only needs 6 ultimate points, and the fact that she's getting so many kills means she's getting more ultimates, and then that just it's just snowballs from there.
Yeah, indeed. And the snowballiest of all of them is definitely Reyna.
Get out of my way!
But look at this defense right here. They've gotten so much information, pushed up all the way. Oreophilia gets the kill onto Kohibi right there, so they will relinquish the A site. But having said that, it's still a 5v4 retake, so it's still quite possible to make this happen.
Yep, did pop ultimate. You can see an area where they're waiting with current knives. There's the tailwind out to safety. I like Killjoy. Got about 7 more seconds down.
They will be pushing this angle. Yoki just gets a little too close. And Neri actually picks her off, and Muffin follows it up. It's a little bit too soon. One player does get detained, but it's not going to really matter in the end, though. Now, Oreophilia will be in this 1v3. They're out of position. They have to push the smoke. And Oreophilia runs out of bullets, though. Unfortunate for her, but gets 3. And it was a beautiful try, just not finding the ammunition.
That was so close at the end as well. I mean, we're saying about, you know, reload times and confidence and switching to the Sheriff, which is just really unfortunate because the Sheriff just has that slower fire rate compared to most of the other pistols. It really did her in at the end. Wasn't quite able to clutch that one out, but got so close.
Indeed, and we're getting close to making this grand finals a 2-0 right now. Sorry, a 1-1.
Yeah.
Excuse me. This could be game 3 very, very soon because it's 11-8 right now. 7 sins, really making this work. Amazing stuff from them every single round. And you know, Kohibi, man, Kohibi's hitting everything.
Yeah, so the Celeste is gonna give it over to Omen, and finally we see a sniper this game over on Ascent. It's been a bit rare to not have a sniper down over on the spot. Oh, she knows that they're there, though. She did catch the corner of the visual to her. They're just gonna shoot that main through the smoke. She does know it's gonna be a 4-5 man rush onto the site from A right here. Can't really shoot through the smoke, though. It's gonna take out the recon ball, so they do know that she's here at least. And they're probably going to expect it to come up through after window and then heaven.
The retake again, 5v5 retake. Quite difficult, but Ayumi's right there to bring things to her team. Everybody's off site though, so this is going to be a little bit interesting. That's going to be an ultimate right there as well. The lockdown is imminent, and Ayumi with the triple! Tarathiel will chime in with a kill for herself though, and she's got to get out of this sticky situation right now. Mochi X has found one detained, and that's going to be the time taken away from the bomb. You cannot defuse this spike anymore, and it's going to be one more round on the board for Celeste. They have, no, sorry, for 7 Sins. They have actually taken this to match point.
Yeah, it's absolutely sick.
Match
What a
point.
close round at the end as well. Just using the Killjoy ultimate at the end to really buy time to make sure that Celeste weren't going to be able to have enough time to defuse. Does mean that they won't have the KJ ultimate coming into what could be the last round of map number 2. However, they do have Muffin as well as Aurel with their ultimates this time around. Over on the side of Celeste, it's only going to be Aureophilia, so there's not all that many sneaky opportunities for you as an Omen on the defense side. When you have your ultimate, you really only use it for, like, you know, fast rotation, so it's not as helpful, but we will see. So let's definitely want to take this round to keep this game going.
Oh, look at this. Interesting. They actually use the from the shadows to get onto the B site, and Kohebi opens it up again. One time after time after time, Kohebi's really starting these rounds off for her team. And bringing us to a 4v5 on and a retake onto B. That's not the easiest thing to do by any means. Aureophilia has a couple of smokes, has from the shadow, Inari from the back, looking to make things interesting. And the shock dart right there takes out Kohebi. Big kill to find right there. The scalp of the boss has been claimed, and Inari's looking unstoppable. Pushing through this, doesn't get the kill, but Aurel takes her down in the end. Hunter's Fury will try to make things a little more slow-paced, but spraying through that wall, Iceberg looking to make that connection. It's Yoki who does, and look at that. Ayumi gets one kill. Can she find another? Yoki does it instead. 9 HP, and Aureophilia takes this round, bring us to 12-9. Celeste hangs on by a thread. Does she have time, though? Barely 1.77 seconds.
Or I feel like keeping the dreams of Celeste alive right here. Celeste did win that map number 1. So if they actually can make a comeback in this last couple of rounds in map number 2, they might actually take this one too. I know, I mean, 12-9, that's such a close scoreline in Valorant. So it's definitely possible. Right now, this time around, they do have that really crucial KJ ultimate. I want to say that KJ ult, probably Hunter's Fury as well, are going to be the big ticket ultimates for their squad over on the defense. So we'll see if they can make this 12-10.
Looking quite possible, though, and I would never write out Celeste. You know, they are
Absolutely.
a team who is very resilient. They're always ready psychologically if they need to make, you know, those plays. They can come back from these for sure.
Yeah, it was a really good shooting for the alarm bot. The thing is, alarm bot actually doesn't do any damage, but it does make you vulnerable, which means that you take twice the amount of damage, which is actually really sick. So good on them. They see the visual and they take it out before the detonation.
Oh, look at this lineup
no!
right here. They get 2 kills in the mid. The crossfire is successful, but dismantled in the end. Iceberg has that recon. Will spot out one. Swings wide. Iceberg gets Aurel right there, bringing us to a 2-3. This is looking like a 12-10 half. The spike will go down. They do have the sight, but the 2 duelists have to come up huge right now. The Killjoy ultimate, they do have the lockdown for this retake, and it's a 2v4 retake situation. Quite difficult here. Iceberg looking to get that tap. Look at that. Amazing accuracy right here, and they clean things up perfectly. Easily dismantling whatever presence they had on the B side. And it's going to be 12-10. Celeste fighting back.
I love it when I spectate a player and you see a crosshair that looks like that, or you see a crosshair that's almost so small it looks like a dot. But
Yep.
there actually still is a crosshair, it's just so freaking small. That's just testament to how good her aim is. Also, when you're just watching for the way
Oh my god, they
that
just gave away their
go.
strat in party chat.
What do they say?
Be easy,
Be
but we
easy,
have
but
to
we have
find
to find
angle
an
after
angle after
planted. I'm pretty sure everyone can see this, by the way, on the other side.
No, I don't think the other side.
Oh, okay,
They
okay.
can't. Yeah, that's the thing. It's really weird. When I was playing in FSL Valorant last season, they said not to all chat because observers can only see party. Like the all chat doesn't go through. It was, I
Right.
don't know. It's weird. It just
Okay,
works
okay.
that way.
I was just concerned that the other team saw it too.
But maybe it's 200 IQ and you all chat. Hey guys, we're going B. And then you go,
And then
hey.
you go, yeah, big brain, big brain.
Big
Or
brain
you
kids.
you do the no mix up and you just go B anyway to make them think you're going A.
What?
What? Mind blown here, but see if they can blow up A with the spike. Currently pushing over here on forward
No.
short. Muffin gets that kill onto Oreophilia. Pushing into heaven though, it is dangerous
no.
territory right here. Tarathiel has the boom bot. Now they know Muffin's close. Has to fall back through the wall. Ayumi finds Muffin. Will expect the second one. And Kohabi gets one before getting out of dodge here. Can she actually get out of this situation? No, and Neri picks her up. And it's a 3v3 retake. Very, very risky right now. Could be the game. Aneri finds another one, finds a third! And that's 3 kills for Aneri yet again, keeping her team alive. Tarathiel will finish off the round, and it's gonna be 11-12.
What did I just see? Oh my god, Iniri, such good shooting. And the thing is, the thing that I really like to see from Celeste, I think we've mentioned it a few times as well, is that, when you take a look at the kill score all around, it's just so even between all 5 of these girls. They're just all pulling away, all making sure they consistently get those frags, moving as a team together. Whereas on the side of 7 Sins, it's just a bit
It's just Mochi
more.
X.
Yeah, Mochi, not having the best map this time, although she is on the KJ, so you're not
Yeah.
expecting her to really be going and getting those entry frags at the start. But I think that Seven Sins, just really relying on their top 2 shooters on their squad to really netting them all those kills. So when they die early, it usually ends up becoming a bit of a problem for them for that round.
Indeed. And they have 4 ultis now. So they could make this happen, Celeste. But there's
Yeah, with
3
the
on the
KJ
other
ult
side.
as well.
Exactly. Yeah, that is
It's
a big
huge.
deal. Recon?
Nowhere
We'll spot
to
out
run.
one. And pinned up against the corner. Can she get? Now they dash onto site. That's an open site just with one skill. Tarathiel gets one. Aurel gets a trade. Inari lingering in this corner though will get spotted out by Aurel, who once again has to come up huge for her team, taken out by the other Omen, Oreophilia. And that's going to be a 2-3 right now. Retake situation. Remember, they do still have that Killjoy ulti. It's now or never. They have to use it. Can't delay any longer. And this is the very last round in current time, though. But from the mid lane, oh my god, Ayumi does it. Keeping things alive at the meantime. Gets another one. 2v1 right now. The lockdown is imminent right now. 1 second left, and Iceberg does it. We go to overtime on the second map.
Holy cow, I can't believe what is happening right now. They went from, what was it, 12-7, 12-9 to 12-12, where they
Switching
are right
sides.
now. And we had some
Overtime.
time to check the overtime rules because I think we've changed the rules.
2
from, I think,
rounds.
Season 2. Yeah, Season 2 we had a couple of different rules on how to
Was
break
it?
the
How was it
round.
in season 2?
It was just you just straight up 5k 1 round and that was it. But right now we're
Also,
following
like,
the
sudden
same
death.
rules as it was sudden death. Right now we're just following the same rules as like ranked overtime, which is one team needs to back take 2 rounds in a row for the game to end. There won't be any draw this time, so
This could take a
lot
while.
riding on the line between these 2 evenly matched teams. And I mean, Celeste, they've won FSL twice. They are the reigning champions. They did get second in season 2, and they lost to Seven Sins, the current opponents right now, who were the FSL S2 champions. Seven Sins also came in second that time. So you've got to imagine that at this point, point. They're like, you know, we have to win this. We can't lose 2 seasons to the same team back to back. I mean, they definitely want to make this happen.
Yeah, this is a grudge match that they definitely are in. They want to win this, so we'll see what they can do off the back of this play here. They are grouping up towards A significantly.
I
Both
think it's
sides,
Celeste
actually.
that is starting on attacking side this time around. Yep. Yeah, it's Celeste starting on attack right now.
Yeah.
So Seven Sins will start on defense. If Celeste take this round, they will swap sides, and then they'll need to win another round on defense. If they lose this, then after the swap, Seven Sins will have to win an attack 1 round on the T side. So, as you mentioned, we're gonna be here for a while, folks. Strap yourselves in. Do not run to the kitchen to grab a drink right now because blink and you might miss the ending of it this season of the FSL Female Esports League Valorant Open Season number 4. I'm hyped. I mean, I kind of thought that, you know, we would get to this point, right, which is close match, overtime.
Oh yeah,
and here we are.
we are here
we
indeed.
are.
Taking a quick peek at what we've got, and nobody really going for that op into the overtime. Fair enough. It is very, very costly when you do that. Both teams quite confident in the rifle play, and Muffin ready for it, and Kohabi as well. Just the preparedness, just the readiness right here from Celeste.
I'm so tense. I'm literally on the edge of my seat right now. I mean, the thing is, whoever wins this round still has to take another round, so it's not all
Yeah.
or nothing at this point. But I mean, for the side of Celeste, you gotta think they lost 2 of their key members right at the start. Sova does have the spike right now, but they know that neither side is clear. They've got 2 around mid, and they've got Tarathiel kind of pushing over at B main. They don't know that Sova and Omen are over on the back of side around Boathouse in B. So if they think the side is clear and push onto it, it could end pretty badly for them once they try to plant. We'll see.
Well, we will indeed. Aurel will not be first contact. It's actually Yoki. That's a recon dart going to be utilized. Or Ophelia will get that kill. It's a trade eventually, but Aurel will trade her back.
30 seconds left.
And it's just kill after kill after kill here. Iceberg's the only one left standing. And that's a round here for the side of Celeste. They are on match point. And currently,
Switching
7
sides.
cents on the back
Match
foot.
point.
Yeah, and with that round win, Seven Sins are going to make it matchup point if they do pick up this round. Right here, they will take the map 2 win, which means that we'll be going into game number 3 of this best of 3 grand finals series. For you guys watching, if it does go to game 3, I think earlier from the coin toss, game 3 will be played on split. Of course, we're not there yet. Not there yet, almost, but not quite.
Not yet. Probably get there. After maybe
Soon.
5 rounds of overtime.
Oh my god, don't jinx it.
Maybe. We'll see. But Muffin now. Taking a couple of hits right there just to destroy this bot, and Muffin will fall back, expecting somebody to peek her.
Yeah,
Quite rightly so.
She lost 48 health with that too. Almost
that's
all
a
of her
lot.
armor is gone. Yeah, that's the thing with the bursts from the KJ tower. Once it catches sight of someone, it does that 3 burst.
Which is why it's
firing
best to just
pattern.
destroy it like as fast as you can. You know, just burst.
Yeah,
Spam it
because it stops after 3 bursts. It has to re-target onto someone again. But the thing is, it has 125 HP, so it's really difficult to take out, especially during pistol rounds.
Oh, Inari
from hell.
from under the shadows. Yoki's biting back though with 2 kills of her own, and this is looking dangerous here.
But if she goes for the fake, they'll know that she's in that spot. They kind of already know that she's around the default position. Muffin's also really low. Trying to cover for her teammate though. Nanos are going to be popped just kind of as a distraction while she comes up through heaven. There's another one as well as her tower. Now 2v1 did lock out the Silva. Gonna knock down the door. Hunter's Fury going to be straight through the tree. Does catch Ayumi, however. Oh!
My
Iceberg
God.
clutching that one out and getting a kill onto Yogi. That's the thing with the Hunter's Fury, especially if you're in a 1v1 situation. The thing is, once
Yeah.
you're in the middle of channeling your ult, it's really easy to get pushed by the other person because, you know, your ult firing is
Switching
really
sides.
slow in between
Overtime.
charges. And it's really easy for the person still left alive on the team to just straight up rush you at that point. And I mean, you know, once again, Sova versus Sova.
Yeah, it's the Sovas all day long. You know,
Yeah.
here and it's still it's double overtime now, ladies and gentlemen, and we're still seeing Sovas going absolutely insane.
Yeah, also, for the overtime rules, there, of course, there is no, we just want to clarify that there is no draw that will be allowed in this. I feel like in solo queue, especially 13-13, sometimes people don't draw. When it goes to 14-14, some people are like, you know what, we're just gonna draw. We're just gonna, just going to accept the fact that it was an hour of our life. We're never gonna get back, and my elo is gonna stay the same. But of course, in this competition, we don't have that ruling, so we could be here all day. It's like that Captain America. I could do this all day.
Me too. I mean, why not, right? It is now Inari, though, who is looking for a little bit of a pick off here on the top side of mid. Will not be making any haphazard moves, playing a little bit cautiously now for the side. Do not want to lose track of where everybody is. They're kind of, you know, just playing a little bit safe, waiting.
Yeah, both teams know that there's a lot at stake right now. Don't want to make too hasty a decision. Talking about things at stake, of course, the team that wins the season of the FSL will be bagging, I believe it is $500 that
Yeah.
goes to first place. Second, of course, also gets a pretty good chunk of cash money. Is going to
30
be
seconds left.
250 to the team that places second. Of course, third and fourth joint get 75 each. I mean, you know, the girls, they're not playing for the money.
Oh no. Inari dashes onto a wall. That's why she gets taken down right there. Rather unfortunate, bro. But Spike will be planted? Question mark.
seconds left.
Yoki. Nice tap right there, but will be traded out by Tarathiel. That's going to be a nice paint shell to be slowing down the retake. However, it is a 3v2. I do not favor these odds currently, and Ayumi getting a kill through the smoke. Does find somehow that ulti, but will not be able to use it anyway. And it's going to be another round here for Celeste. Iceberg.
Yeah.
Switching
You know what? I
point.
think I'm starting to see a pattern here, Illustrato, which is, you know, Celeste, they win on attack, swaps over to defense, 7 sends wins, and then it's just, you know, the cycle of life repeating itself over and over again.
Oh,
I think is what we're at.
It's Muffin now leading the charge. 26 kills for this lady. Lot of hard work going into this, and 22 onto Tarathiel.
Yeah, I think the record for most number of kills in a game for FSL so far is like 40 or 41. I
Oh my
think someone
God.
managed to, yeah, in one game. Yeah, rack up a 40 bomb. It's pretty sick.
Well, Yoki now has a little bit of information. Pushes out that owl drone, but doesn't find everything that she wants, and so it will be a rotate towards A because they haven't really found much success on B previously either.
Yeah, it's also the thing for Ascent. You know, we talk about Ascent being very fair and all about mid control. The thing is, when you're in sudden death, when you're in overtime like this, most people aren't willing to drop that 5k on your operator. So mid actually becomes a lot more free than what it usually is in your regular game rounds. So that does give the attacking side more freedom in that sense.
Yeah.
You can just walk through courtyard without that much fear of an op being down long.
Oh
down
God, we're gonna see a third overtime.
Oh my God, we are. It's gonna go 14,
We are.
14.
14-14, inevitable. It's a 1-to-4 clutch situation. Iceberg misses that completely, and yeah, triple overtime here in game number 2 of the grand finals. We are
Triple
seeing
overtime,
Switching
baby.
sides.
the closest game we've
Overtime.
seen. Have you ever seen a triple overtime here at the FSL?
I don't think we have.
No, right? This must
I
be the
actually don't
longest
think we have,
game that we've had.
because our overtime rules were different in season 2.
Right.
And last season it was just straight up 2-1. I think there was like a comeback, but then it was like a no. I don't think it was a 12-12.
Well, these girls I'm sure the fatigue and it is setting into everybody participating in this game because
For sure.
it takes a lot of mental strength and fortitude to be able to play at this high a level. Tarathael will open things up though, not before dropping down very low on HP herself. A strong gale force wind just could knock her off her feet.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about for Celeste is that if they drop the attacking round, it's more likely that they will then lose the next round as well. So I think for Celeste, they know that this, starting on T side, this is one that they have to win if they want to make it through to this one.
Yeah.
Tarathael, 27 health. As you mentioned, Yoki, 47 as well. But since it is a 5v4, it's got a bit more wiggle room to play with. But now 3 people lined up in that smoke. They don't know that a recon ball gonna come out.
Doesn't really spot anyone, but Machi X has gotten picked off. Ayumi, and that's a dash onto site. Aurel's ready for it. But the recon bolt is good as well. Iceberg gets a trade kill. They've already found their way onto that site. The spike is dropped, though,
30
in a
seconds
very
left.
awkward position. They have to recover this.
This is so hard to retrieve.
Definitely the case, as they finally actually do get it. They allow the plant to come in, but it's a 2v3, so they still have a little bit of an advantage.
2 from market, 1 from CT.
And now they are pushing in closer and closer. It's just a matter of time. The recon bolt will not really get any information. That's the wind orb slow down their pace. Iceberg brings things balanced, and Inari will actually do the trick. Iceberg does it, pull it through.
Holy cow. That's something that we don't talk
Switching
about enough.
sides.
Her cursor placement
Match
through
point.
the smoke was bang on point. She nearly had enough time to headshot through the smoke and then pick up another kill inside Boathouse. But I mean, so when just spectating some of these girls, you just see the way that they track their crosshair through the smoke. Because for us as observers, we can see the silhouettes of all 10 players, whereas they can't. But the thing is, because we can see the silhouettes, we can see that through the smoke, they're also tracking the hits. It's just absolutely nuts.
Yeah, it's burned into their memories because that is, of course, a lot of the training, That's
Aim
just
labs,
what you gotta
man. Aim labs.
do. Aim labs all day, every day. And clearly paying off for both of these teams right here as we head towards our 3rd overtime. Could be a 4th overtime, actually, if all things align. Muffin opening things up. Getting the early lead right now. Inari will want to deny this. Muffin finds her way onto site. And Kohebi as well. So this is still very much doable. This could be the moment where we see the grand finalists. This could be the moment where we end all of it. That is the question here. Inari now finds her way out and about onto heaven. Will not be spotted out by that recon. Aldrone will be deployed here. We'll be finding one person right here beneath hell. There's actually just one. Inari finding another. Bring us to a 4v4 retake. Suddenly, it's all quite possible. Not difficult, not done just yet, though. Inari pushing under. Muffin gets the kill. Traded out by Tarathael. Yoki gets the follow-up right there. The spike's already being diffused.
By time, she got it halfway.
But they do not. And it's gonna be a 4th overtime, ladies and gentlemen. 4 overtimes already in the 2nd game of the day. These girls, they do not want to let up.
Holy cow. Both sides just on fire this game.
Indeed, and that fire has no sign of just dying down. They are constantly burning. They are just on form, on fleek, on point every single round, and no signs of stopping at all.
Yeah, I mean, for 7 Sins, it's absolutely crucial, right? That they win this 2nd map to bring things to a 3rd game if they want to win in the finals. And the thing is, I mean, you gotta think, if they do take this one, going into game number 3, just how Celeste must feel, just in terms of, mentality, after losing such a long game, and after, despite the fact that they won that game number 1. So having to just come back from that, I think that's really difficult mentally.
Whoever loses this, it's so ridiculously difficult. Well, I mean, to be fair, if 7 Sins lose this, they're really out of it anyway. But it really sucks because you've gone 4 overtimes and then you lose. Oh no, Ayumi did the thing. Ayumi half-checked the corner, didn't fully commit, and Kohebi took full advantage of it. And now it's a 3v5 here. Very, very rough situation. Inari now has information onto 1. Just waiting for that recon dart to stop so that she can actually get this pick off. Well, not land the headshot. It's Yoki who does. Is there a trade frag coming in?
remaining.
No, it's
Oh,
Yoki yet again.
no.
Third kill. Maybe can she find a fourth? Hunter's Fury will be deployed just for information. And with the Hunter's Fury, Yoki gets that kill. Again, it's the Sovas.
Switching
Yeah,
sides.
this is really difficult. The thing
Match
is, I
point.
mean, when you're in sudden death, when you're in overtime, because your ultimate charges also get reset at the start of that, so you kind of need to either get the orb or pick up about a double, triple kill in order to have your ultimate for that round. But I mean, yeah, girl did it. Homegirl made it happen, and that means that's Celeste's first. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's their first overtime T-side loss. It took them what,
Yeah.
3-4 rounds to happen. So right now, Ball definitely in 7 sins court. They only need to take this one on attack to push things to a game 3.
And oh no, from the corner, Tarathiel. It's a shady angle, usually a one and done position, but somehow still alive. They haven't flushed her out just yet. The smoke keeps her safe. And that's going to force a full rotation here. Things are looking quite dangerous. Could be seeing a 5th overtime because they are currently at a man disadvantage.
Don't jinx it.
I'm saying, man, it's quite possible. Quite possible.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, right now, just holding this long position over around courtyard. They don't go from tree, however. I think they ran from the other way around. Yep, they took the long way. So I'm going to see her. They do know that the door has gone down, so just trying to shoot through that right there with the Vandal.
Yeah, indeed. And Ari now pushing closer, needs to bring Celeste to this victory. And she's
I
done
like
it
the
before.
restraint. They're not shooting the big bot because they know that they'll give up that
okay.
position.
Nice trades coming up already. 3-2. Still possible though. 2-2. Make that 1-2. And Ophelia gets that. And it's gonna be again a 5th overtime, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing overtime after overtime after overtime.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. I mean, this is what, 10 rounds of overtime that have
Switching
that are
sides.
going to be
Overtime.
played. But yeah, once again, Celeste on the attacking side. Arguably, they're slightly stronger at. However, I mean, when you're talking about Celeste versus Summons, it's pretty much picking hairs at this point, right? Like, literally 16 and 16, they could not be more even at this point.
Who can break who first? Who will break, mentally speaking? It's gonna be tough. The record was, by the way, Batu Sakura versus Gamer Girls, and an 18-20 score.
What?
Yep, but I think we're quite not there yet.
Don't jinx it again.
We're-
Don't jinx it.
It's
Don't jinx it.
16-16. It's 16-16.
Gian, don't say it. Don't speak it into existence. Like, don't tell the universe about it. And like, the
All right.
yeah.
No, that's not my
Speak it
fault.
out
That's our
loud.
producer's fault. That ain't me. I was just informed. Don't
Yeah,
don't
we can
don't
hear
kill
him
the
in our
messenger.
ear.
I merely say what I'm told. I am not the oracle. I mean, I am just the messenger.
Yeah, don't shoot the messenger. The nanoswarm into wine just to make things extra safe.
Yep, and Muffin here from this off angle will be. Oh my, that recon, that shock dart will force her low, dashing through. Look at this adjustment, but Tarathiel is able to take her out though. Iceberg will be planting the spike, and currently it's a 3v4 retake scenario. Or Ophelia does get taken off right there by Mochi X. Now, it is still quite doable as the shock dart lineup coming up right here from Yoki. We'll have to find 3, and they're all at the bottom right here. Paranoia been deployed. Ayumi looking for that kill. Does get Mochi X, turns around, gets traded. Tarathiel's got her back here, and Orel's gonna be the one to do it. And suddenly we are at 17-16 once again at match point.
Switching
And
sides.
in the lead right now.
Match
Wow.
point.
I mean, we've said this. Wait, is that an Odin?
mean,
Yes.
Why not?
Yes, and on B, like right at that wall that you can wallbang. Literally, my favorite spot to wallbang in this entire game on all the maps, just right there.
Right.
With the Odin iceberg.
And
Yeah, I
and
mean-
and Ari is at 24 kills, so a little bit underperforming compared to the rest of their team, but it's all pretty balanced. Just want to point out that if Celeste actually wins this particular round, they will be the champions.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, this is what the 6th time we're saying this by now, but just to remind all of you guys tuning in to game number 2 of the FSL Female Esports League Valorant Open, what the stakes are. If Celeste win this round, they win map 2, and because they won map 1 and we're in a best of 3 series, they will be crowned this season for champions. Of course, Seven Sins is doing as much as they can to try and prevent that from happening. They are in the grudge match, lost to Celeste in season 3, came in 2nd place, and also the girls were really sad after that as well. I think some of them, you know, crying in post-game lobby. That's what they definitely don't want to lose here again.
Definitely not, but
here comes the push.
On to site here, Muffin looking to open it up, but it's Yoki who does that instead. And Ari looking for a trade frag, bring it to a 4-4. Spamming through that wall, looking to find somebody off guard, but not going to happen. Spike going down, 35 seconds left before it goes, of course. Sorry, 45, excuse me. And Muffin now will be not partaking in this action for the meantime, sitting in the boathouse as Yoki gets that kill. Muffin finally chiming in with a kill of her own, and it's looking like we're going to see a 6th overtime. 2 kills. All they need to find one more kill is all they need to bring us into a 6th overtime here. Seven Sins, they're hanging on. Oreophilia, can she make it happen? No, not the case. And again, it's overtime 6 times in a row. No one wants to quit.
Switching sides.
Definitely.
Overtime.
Yeah, definitely getting close to breaking that record. Wow. I'm just amazed.
Yeah, I've got like friends commenting telling me to drink more water, take a water break because the game has gone on for so long. I do have my trusty large water bottle beside me. Of course,
don't
Caster
forget
101.
that is true. I am not following that rule, but you know what? I'm not the one with plans tonight anyway. Supposedly. So if you had plans tonight, maybe.
I did. I'm meeting a friend for dinner. I'll have to like tell her like, you know, maybe 9 o'clock instead of like 7:30. Yeah, it's gonna be a slow 8 this time around. Already went down the clock 20 seconds before they push onto site. There's that Bolt recon. Bolt going to come out. Ayumi just making sure she checks tree very carefully.
Yeah, and there we go. That's a push right there. Mochi getting 2. Muffin chiming in with 2 kills, getting a 3rd. Oh, wow. What a play. Kohabi's the one who actually did it. And it's going to be Seven Sins taking us to match point. They really want to see game number 3. 33 kills right now onto Muffin. And wow, what a game that we have on our hands.
Yeah,
Celeste, though, Celeste is defending now, and they've been better on the defense. So they might take us to 7th overtime.
I think one of the hard parts about overtime is that, for example, for Seven Sins, they actually kind of need to win, depending on which round they win. They need to win 3 rounds in a row, right? So earlier, Celeste won attack, so Seven Sins won defense, and I think this time they just won the last one, but because it resets in between, so you need to take 1 more round. Which is kind of tough to do when your opponents are of such high caliber.
Good play, nice escape right there, doing some damage, but it was quite risky from the side of Celeste to do that. Now, they're going to be leaving an area here in the wine area, wine position, just so that she can maybe get somebody off guard. But Tarathiel will be looking for somebody pushing through the smoke here, and they might be able to catch her off guard. And the fact that she spots no one at the moment is very, very risky here. They don't know that she's gotten this close. This could be the flank of a lifetime. No, it's denied. Tarathiel and Oreophilia. They've turned this around yet again. They want overtime number 7. Iceberg brings us into a 4v5. No, a 1v5, excuse me. Iceberg has brought it back single-handedly, and that's it yet again.
God.
We're going to 7th overtime, my friend.
What are we seeing? And that's just what I was talking about. It's just so difficult for Seven Sins because they're the ones who they have they start attack on the second
Switching
round.
sides.
So
And this is
they're
this game
on-
too.
Overtime.
So earlier they won the T side
Yeah.
round, and then they won the first round where they were defending. So even though you win one on T side, you win one on CT side, it doesn't mean that the draw is going to end because it's split through the round. They actually had to win 3 in a row, and at that point, you know, your mental, the fatigue, just it's pretty difficult.
Right here.
So yeah, I think this is what, number 7, number 8 that we're in right now.
Yeah, this is a battle of attrition.
We might be here for a while.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we've said that earlier, and we are still here after it's been a while.
It's
So-
been what, 30 minutes of overtime, I think,
Yeah.
so far.
Confirmed though that we've already tied that record, which was 18-20. It's a matter of seeing if we can get past that 18-20 and see an 8th overtime is where we're gonna go.
I mean,
I'm not even
don't
gonna
let-
say it.
Don't
I'm not
let
even
your
gonna say it.
memes be dreams.
Don't let your memes be dreams. Well, attacking side now. Let's see what Tarathiel can do, opening it up right now with Inari. They need this attacking side. They need to open this up, and Tarathiel does get it. Does get the kill. Both these duelists pushing in, and this B split is looking quite effective here. Inari looking for that kill, knows where one is, and Muffin and Aurel do a perfect job holding this. They've done it well, but Iceberg's right here with the shock dart to bring it back. Ayumi now taking that kill himself, and it's now a 1v2. Everybody dropping Iceberg. She wants this play.
I mean, if there's
But-
anyone that can clutch this out, it's gotta be Kohaibi from Seven Sins. You gotta think that, right? Yumi right now trying to go for just over around a market. Kohaibi holding that position down CT. Iceberg can already stay for that.
player
Oh,
remaining.
house. Kohaibi gets
Oh, no.
heal down. Is really low though. 28 1v1. Don't think she's. Oh!
Oh wow!
Really
Iceberg.
good crosshair placement from the side of Iceberg. Kohaibi just wasn't really sure where to
Switching
check
sides.
at that point. She was kind of like looking
Match
to the right,
point.
just in case Iceberg was on B site.
Yeah, and Kohaibi didn't get the full heal, and she
Yeah,
didn't have
she
a lot
only
of
healed
time.
from 11 to 28 as
It's
well.
basically
because,
nothing. She just
yeah.
jumped. She didn't really go for the full heal instead, which is a little bit
Mhm.
unfortunate. All right, so in the lead right now, 18 to 19, ladies and gentlemen, is what we are seeing.
Cover going out.
And Neri falling off this angle. They're in the lead. They want this championship right here. If they win this round again for the probably 10th time, they will be that champion. Or will Seven Sins bite back and take us to 8th overtime?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely don't want to lose. You can see all 10 of these girls just really giving it their all for
Oh.
the last 40 minutes or so.
Yeah.
There's the shadow gonna be popped.
Uh-oh,
for-
Inari's in trouble here. Gonna get jiggle peeked on the angle, but the backup's ready. The crossfire is ready, so they're actually forced to fall back. That's the paranoia gone.
Yeah, they've
That's-
taken one down from Celeste already, though, so they are in a pretty good spot. It is a 5v4 after picking up the KJ. But it's down to 45 seconds, and it looks like they have a bit of a split rotate coming out, although they are committing to B
Oh.
right now.
And look at this late rotation coming in here. Jet is actually all the way down
Mhm.
towards top mid, looking to cut things off.
Spike planted.
And Yoki now safely tucked away into the back of the site. Retake now beginning. Recon Dart will identify where one is. They do spot her out, so they will have to force her off this angle sooner rather than later. Smoking off B main though, and the retake now begins here. It's gonna be a quick push in Neri looking to open things up. Iceberg gets that trade. Ophelia does as well, and it's suddenly a 2v2. And Neri getting a
No!
trade off, and they might do it here. It might be Celeste,
She's so
7 HP.
low!
Player remaining.
Can she do it? No, taken down right now. Ophelia in a 1v2 situation has to come huge if she wants this title. Can she do it? Time ticking away. Not a lot of time left. Has to go now or never. And it's never. 1919, 8th overtime, ladies and gents. And it is confirmed. We have broken the record for longest game in the
Switching
FSL.
sides. Overtime.
I mean, every time the announcer voice says overtime at the start of the round, I mean, like, I hear you loud and clear. It's like the 8th time we're hearing it. We get it at this point, but I don't think anyone expected the game to go like that. And I mean, if Seven Sins do win overtime and do win map 2, we're going to go to game 3. I don't know how these girls are going to be able to deal with that. I mean, they played the entire day of group stages yesterday. They've been playing since this morning through the quarterfinals, the semis, and the finals. They've got to be absolutely exhausted right now.
8, ladies and gentlemen, 8 overtimes. That is no joking matter. Still standing strong here. Muffin will be dashing out, able to hang on, and Inari will be the one to open things up yet again for Celeste. Gohaby takes things back. Caught off, made vulnerable by that alarm bot here. And it's Yoki in an off angle to get 1. Maybe to get 2. Yes, indeed. Could get 3. No, Ayumi does it instead. Ayumi has 3 kills for herself. And that's the ulti right there.
They don't have this spike. They need to back out of this. They kind of still have enough time to retrieve spike and plant before the timer runs out. But yep, they've instead decided to go for the team up. That's really gutsy play. And they're just gonna, 300 gold in
Match
overtime.
point.
300 credits, but yeah, just very gutsy play. I think we saw on the B site just now, because you know, when the lockdown goes down, you kind of have a couple of choices. Either you go for destroy the lockdown, or you go for the team wipe. At that point, they knew it was a 2v1. They just had to kill off the killjoy, and then they knew they didn't even need to plant spike at that point, since they were on the attacking side. So we're gonna make it 20-19. Once again, 7 Sins attacking this time around. We'll see if either team can finally close this one out. Muffin getting that really good entry frag down. Does get taken out versus they do trade 1-for-1. It is going to be a 4 versus 4.
Nice paranoia from Oreophilia. Pulls out the pistol with a triple kill right here. And this could be it. 1v3. Could be Celeste.
To clutch.
Celeste looking for this.
She needs to clutch so hard right now, Gohaby.
It's a 1v3, still possible, but Celeste could be the ones to take it. Gohaby's getting 1. Oh, doesn't get the second, and it's gonna be it. Finally, after rounds of overtime, Celeste take the title 2-0 against 7 Sins. It's taken all day, but they finally had that moment of victory.
I'm in shock right now at the ending. I'm sure that was just a shock. And ending for the girls as well. Gohaby just does that last 10 seconds of the round. She just had to make that happen. Somehow had to win that triple kill. She was so close to making that happen as well. Her cross replacement also on point. Nearly picked up the double at the end. But I just feel like the girls must be as shocked as we are, and all the viewers as well, at the ending to that game. But yeah, Celeste, they won the overtime, which means that they won map 2, and congrats, they're the champions of the FSL Valorant Open season number 4.
Well fought, amazing. What an ending indeed, and what a way to go. That battle was the most hard fought Valorant game I've ever seen. I have never seen 8 rounds, 8 overtimes in Valorant ever. And
literally
that's what
the
a way to
first
do it.
time in all of our lives that we've ever seen. Definitely the FSL Valorant Open record for sure in terms of number of overtime. I feel like probably some of the girls have probably hit the kill records in number of the kills in a single game probably as well after that one. But yeah, huge congrats to Team Celeste for Indonesian team, although you have players from Malaysia as well as Brunei, but mostly Indonesian team. Huge congrats to them. This is their third time. This is their three-peat victory for the FSL Season 1, Season 3, as well as now newly crowned Season 4 champions.
And of course, it is an amazing time. You know, it's been an amazing journey here. But before that, thank you for this journey to our sponsors, of course, Dreamcore, Super Solid, Yahoo, and of course, Intel. Level up your game, and of course, check out the new 10th gen processors. I promise they're amazing. Also, and a big thank you to everybody who made this possible. Of course, to you, my co-caster. It's been an honor and a pleasure, as well to, you know, FSL for making this all happen. But unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye. It has been an amazing ride, but for me, Illustrado, and for Rarichu, I'm gonna, okay, that's the other side. Okay. It's been fun, but it's a good game. I can't even do it right. and good night. See you all on the next FSL. Good night, everybody.